to Dragon Ball Z. That's not what it is. It's not Dragon Ball Z. Welcome to D&D Z. Give me 1 second to set up my webcam. Ooh, baby. It's too big though. Get smaller cam. Camera. So now we're officially in 1080p, if that matters to anybody. If anybody cares even a little bit. We have a slightly better camera. Oh, you love the music? I'll be honest, I'm gonna be turning it off soon when the game actually starts. But for now, it's nice. I like to put it up in the intro. I always worry that even though it's game music, that I might end up getting copyright strike, and then they're gonna pull the audio, and that'd be really rude to my D&D players if their part of their game got cut off just because I put fancy musics. Alright, it looks like we have all but one person. I actually just do an actor ping for because it looks like they're coming in hot. And I will now let them also speak. And I have to shut the music off. Just as you are starting to enjoy it. Hello! Are you guys there?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, I think
Maybe.
we're waiting for Grim, aren't we?
Waiting for Grim. The grimmest... Grimace? Can we call him Grimace?
No, I think that name's taken by from Ronald McDonald's friend.
Yeah, but that's why
Has anyone heard anything from Mandrake, or did he
Well, I
just
mean,
drop
we
off
can
the
call him
face of the
Grimace.
earth?
I haven't heard anything, and honestly, it kind of scares me a little. I'm hoping he just, like, secretly got bored and left and didn't tell anybody anything, and not, like, something serious.
Drop dead.
Yeah. So yeah, I will fill some time as we wait for one more person. Yeah, I got a new webcam. I upgraded from 720 to 1080p. If anybody cares. That's, I believe 1080p is just the step down from 4K. Because I didn't want to spend, like...
You sound slightly different. You get a new mic, too?
Let me double check that it's not trying to use the camera. It might be trying to use the camera as the mic. Which I don't want, because I have my own mic.
Yeah, you sound different in a bad way.
Whoa! That's not very nice.
Harsh.
I just didn't want to be mean about it.
Hey, is honesty real that bad?
How about now? Do I sound the same?
Yeah, you sound like normal.
No, now I sound better now?
No. You sound like the way you used to, so it's better.
Sound
Okay.
good.
So I've fixed it.
Yep.
Let me just make sure that the stream is also getting the same microphone. All right, it looks like we're good. It might be a little loud actually on stream. Give me a second.
Yeah, you're a bit loud on stream.
Yeah, testing. That seems all right. If I lean back a little, change my tie. Tea of cup of coffee. I always tell my wife that she better dot her I's because she never finishes her tea. She leaves half-drank teacups
So long
everywhere.
as you don't go with the silver tie, we're
She never
fine.
finishes her teas. So she better dot her I's. And I
Not
won't
the
lie,
silver
my hair
tie.
is starting to get
Have
pretty
Tangerine.
long these days. It's to the... There was
Coughing
a while
is
that my
due
hair
dust.
was to my nose, and it would just, like, tickle my nose. And it grew past that, and I'm happy about that. But now, it goes into my mouth.
We got our
Just
own knockoff
accidentally.
Crimson
It's
Hemsworth.
pretty.
We
I
got
don't
our
know.
own knockoff Thor.
I command thee to change thy tie yet again.
Oh no. I guess we'll talk about my hair some more as I change my tie. Again.
We shall not
Tie.
endure the
We went
cursed
from red to
tie.
silver, and now we're going to striped. Got different colors. Knockoff Thor, but like I don't have blonde hair.
That's why I said a knockoff.
All right. I actually want to. Well, since we're waiting for Grimforge, I'll wait a little longer. In the meantime, I'm gonna see if I can find my old video because I tried. If you guys vaguely remember, I was gonna show my first streamed video, but then YouTube was down,
Oh yeah.
which was
This is ringing some bells somewhere in my
bummer.
brain.
I have 62 uploaded videos, and a bunch of them I didn't even upload yet. So, like, nobody is watching a ton of content.
Right now you got 3 people, and you're the 3 people you're talking to. So you're doing well.
I'm trying.
Yeah, you're doing great.
I'm gonna cut the audio.
I'm sure we can make a campaign.
Here I am. Here I am in the corner.
Oh God, your hair.
Oh, what the heck is this? What is it doing? Okay.
Oh,
It's
God.
so short, but man, it's so small. How do I make this bigger?
Yeah.
This is what she said.
If you zoom out, if you make the screen bigger on your.
That's true.
It
I could
actually
cheat. I
shows
could
up
cheat
on
it on the
both
stream. I don't know if I
Yeah.
want to do that because then I have to put it back. I guess that's what Control Z's for.
I guess, but we can
I
still
can go-
see it
I
on
can-
stream.
Whoa,
Fairly
now.
obvious.
You look better with longer hair.
That's for sure.
I like to think so. Let's see if I can like. Can I?
That's getting bigger.
Before D&D, after D&D.
So, Coffee, are you sure Tea of Cup
Oh, God.
isn't you?
That's like.
Nope, that's not me.
There we go. That's
So
like
we
almost
have
a
an imposter.
year's worth of growth. Man, I was really trying to look nice in that one. I had the dress shirt and everything. I didn't have headphones. I had just like earbuds. Oh, with short hair, I looked a bit like a loser. Now I look a lot like a loser. That's the cool part. Okay,
That's
now I'll
not
close
true.
that. I accidentally, if you guys screen capped it or go back and look at the video, you'll see my suggestions, and it might tell you. It might give you a deep dive into what I watch on YouTube, which I don't suggest doing. You don't want to know what's inside this
Coffee,
mind.
what was your Twitch name again? I don't think it was Tea of Cup.
Coffee of cup. Well, it still is. Because that's not me.
That's not you?
It's an imposter.
That's not me.
Tea of Cup is
That's what I've been
apparently
saying.
someone else.
I
That's
would
someone
never
else?
be so me.
You want to be. You're not T.
I'm not T.
Did
So
we Look at all the
Hale,
faces.
does
on
Hale have a
this.
second account?
Should I take a
No.
new face screenshot? Because the hair is really short in my emote, too.
Tug, do you think I'd go with something that would incriminate Coffee of all people?
To be fair, I'm easy to incriminate.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Why bother
That
incriminating
would be
something that will...
bullying Coffee, and that just be rude.
It looks like Grim might just not... It's
But
funny,
I'm
because
an easy target, so it's okay.
he's on, he's just not
Counterpoint,
here.
that's not a challenge if you're an easy target.
Yeah, he's in like.
Can I
idle
gift
mode.
subs? How does that work? Do I have to still pay for it? I think I still have to pay for it. I'm going to try, though. Complete purchase, sure. How does it work? You can't get your own subs. How does that work? Nice. I'm only going to do the one because I'm not made of money. I don't have any subs, so I mean, how would I afford to gift people subs?
Now you have a sub.
Yeah, I've got... I think Coffee is also gifted subbed right now, so...
But we've confirmed that Tea of Cup is not Coffee.
That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
also Coffee is because she got gifted like 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Go.
So, yeah, I guess we're gonna have to just be running with 3 people instead. Maybe Grimforge will show up later and be like, "Whoa, I forgot it was Tuesdays." I do know because he's been talking with Ezekiel. Ezekiel's trying to put together something that might start in the new year, and Grimforge is invited into that, and they have trouble talking because he's on like a weird night shift schedule where his hours are the opposite to everybody else's. So it's very likely he just is sleeping through this, assuming it's not happening again, which...
Well, I messaged him. Let's hope he shows up.
But we can do what we can do. I'll be honest, I'm going to be taking it pretty chill today. I kind of lost my notes, or maybe I never made them. I'm going to say I lost them on what I had planned, because if I remember correctly, recapping what happened last time on Meridian Falls. Meridian Falls.
Literally nothing.
You guys had just cleared out the dungeon entirely. You did a long rest, did a big shopping trip, got a bunch of magical items with your shopping trip.
Well worth it.
And then I believe you...
We were deciding on where to go next.
Yeah, I believe Jasper Slipscale came up, and he had more information to give you guys. And then that was going to lead into your potential missions and whatever's. Apparently, your Kenku friend decided to turn into a raven and just, like, ghost you guys. So, it's just going to be the other 3. I'll let you guys introduce yourself now that there's a couple people watching. I believe I'm supposed to announce your character name, not your real name. So, we will start with Zarek.
Zarek?
Oh, he had to go
Lucy.
pick up something. Has he not? I don't think he's listening. And yeah, he's still muted.
Am I coming through?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, wait, no, I'm lying. Why did I mute him? I muted him for some reason.
Okay. Zarek, yeah, go ahead. Introduce yourself.
Well,
Yeah, I'm Zarek
Something like that.
Kiziri, Dragonborn Barbarian. I had something else to say, but Telek threw me off.
oh, I'm sorry.
It happens sometimes. It happens. You try to be helpful, and then it turns out you just had them muted.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Redwood.
Yeah, I'm Redwood, the party's Druid. Human who's just kind of there.
And thirdly, we have Sophia or did you want to be called? I'll just say Sophia Lang, and you can introduce
Yeah,
yourself.
that's fine. The party knows me as that. That's fine. I'm Sophia Lang, the Draconic Bloodline Genie Warlock Sorcerer, half elf, and I'm the newbie of the party. Just got started 3 sessions ago, I want to say.
I think you've done 2, and then
I think I've done.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2.
So you are half elf, half human, half genie,
Dragon,
half dragon.
Yeah, that's
half
4.
anything else that comes up.
It's actually quarter dragon, quarter genie, quarter human, quarter elf.
I was really hoping you'd throw the math off with the last one. Be like quarter, and fifth, and they'd be like, "Oh no, where's that extra? What's that extra sliver? We are not sure yet."
Hey, just wait until he multiclasses into something else.
I'm done multi-classing.
Aw, there goes you being the mutt of the group.
No.
You are the
You're
first,
already the mod.
the only multi-classed character in all of the Meridian Fall crew so far,
Yeah.
and they even have
Multi-classing is good.
they have 5 characters in their party. Well, 2 of them are played by the same person, but
Yeah.
yeah. So you guys can talk to Jasper, and he will tell you some stuff. But I think I'm gonna limit. You guys might not get. You might get railroaded this episode. Just
We don't know
there's
where
only
we're
3 of
going,
you.
so we kind of need it.
Yeah. So.
sorry.
Yeah, while you guys are, I forget where you rested. I think you might have gone back to your own hideout and not stayed in Coal Smoke Alley. But that's okay. You have your own little hideout, which I guess technically Sophia had never been to before.
Nope.
Gets to be part of the gang. You guys have a little like house that you got like episode 1. It's been like a week and a half since you guys have been there, and you're like, oh well, yeah, I forgot we have this place. We can just
Xeric forgot about it when he realized there was nothing in there to loot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of Xeric and loot, I'm probably after today's episode, I wanted to slightly tweak the way your axe worked.
Sure.
Because right now it's on a critical. If you kill something with a critical hit, you get gold. And
Yeah.
I think what we're gonna do, because that's not gonna happen as often as. I mean, it'll be cool when it does, but I'm thinking maybe if you get a non-critical kill.
If you kill someone?
If I kill any creature with a critical hit at the moment, it drops money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of money, I can't do that anymore. Can't make free money for you guys. Yeah, it's fine.
The thing is, after reading up on how it works, I mean, I don't know why this didn't come to mind, but it's kind of weird with gemstones is that sellers will only buy stuff from you for half their perceived value anyways. So if you bought it for a certain amount and then doubled it, you would just be getting your same money back. But gemstones are weird because when you get rewarded gemstones, you're just told the value that they get sold at. You don't get told. I don't know. It's strange. But we're going to just avoid that spell altogether because you have tons of other cool spells to pick from. I'm excited to have you do other stuff. That one's kind of a weird one, but you did get to dupe Ermac one time, which is still cool. And he's probably not smart
I got
enough.
to get a new spell from it, so...
Yeah. Sorcerers
Switching
are
out one
always
for
down
another.
for new spells.
Yeah.
But about the axe, I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it so that if you land a killing blow, regardless of if it's a critical hit, it'll have a chance. Like you'll roll like if you roll like a 10+ on a d20, you'll get the money. But if you get a crit, you'll get it guaranteed. So it's still epic when you land the crit kill.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm more than happy with that.
It's more gold, right? It's better for you. I just figure it's never going to trigger. It might trigger one time and it'll be super awesome, but like 30 gold is not that much gold at your current level. So I feel
it's
like
actually
I can
20 gold.
Oh, is it only 20 gold? Well, then I should make it even easier for you to get it. I'm thinking of the dice that the other team has. They have one that gives them 30 gold. Which I should give you guys too. How about we do that? Well, we'll do a little questy today, and hopefully you guys can find your own pair of these absolutely sweet dice that they have that basically just keep ruining one of the players because there's bad things that happen as well as good things. It's like a deck of many things, but a little different.
Chance.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. And it's in the world, so I mean that makes sense. So Jasper's gonna come up to you guys. He's gonna be like, I forget his accent. I forget how he spoke. I think it was very droll.
No, I don't think it was. I think it was kind of like.
Was it me trying to talk like Mandrake?
I don't think so. Vaguely British, maybe.
I know you guys spoke to Redbeard a lot last episode, which had like a bad southern accent. And you guys were given some knowledge by Redbeard. I forget what he said. He talked about there being a sorcerer and there's
powerful magic users.
Yeah, something about the Ring of Spell Storing kind of connected it.
Oh, that. I brought that up.
Yeah. So yeah, Jesper. I think he's gonna just talk like this. Why not? Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
I figured.
Wait, are we on the surface?
You guys. Yes, actually, you would be
Then
because the houses is on the.
Jameson Coy, it is. Man.
Yeah, you guys are on the surface for the first time with some daylight, actually, and without the Kenku, you don't have to worry about it being bright out.
Which means Xeric finally gets to remove his goggles and just have them hang around his neck or in his pocket.
That's a good idea. Everybody can see.
Yep.
Aye, it's been a day or so. I thought I would come and see if you had any information you wanted to trade or talk about. There's been some developments in the city as of late.
What kind of developments?
Yes, do tell.
I think I can offer some of the information for free. Yes, of course. Well, first off, the nobles have declared an end to conscription. I actually feel like I told you guys that last time.
You
but
did, but I mean, a refresher is never bad.
Yeah, they ended the conscription. There are some... Oh, that's what it was. It was the houses. How come I don't have notes on that? I told you guys about the houses, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. There
Where?
was the house Oobleck or something that was composed of dragonborns and such.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't find that. Give me 1 second, because there's some cool stuff in there. I think I
Yeah, there
didn't,
is.
I think I changed where I was saving my notes. Like a dummy. That's not it. That's not it. I'm disappointed in myself.
Yeah.
Well, you guys can just ask questions, I suppose, and I can still answer them. Hello, I'm Jasper Slipscale. You already knew that.
Yeah.
Dude.
How are you guys?
Anything new about the glue milk?
The glue milk, yes. I have heard some things. I've heard that the nobles have some glue milk within their midst. And I've heard, don't quote me, I don't know for this for sure, but I've heard on the wind that they may be what is actually causing this war to happen. It might actually be a complete and utter misunderstanding, which is insane to think that we've sent thousands of our lives to the front. But diplomacy, I know. Bureaucracy. What can I say?
Indeed.
Man, this is really
Was he the
frustrating.
one that told us about the mage?
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, that was Redbeard.
That
It was
Redbeard.
Redbeard, yeah. I think he told you, because you mentioned the Ring of Spellstoring, which he didn't have on him, but he did tell you that he had heard about this very similar thing, where the guy has bracers that work in a similar fashion, but instead of having to store his own spells and then use them, it
accepted other people's spells from far away?
From far away, yeah. So there are people in Ironfell casting spells that are then being sent over, through the plains to this sorcerer on the front, and he's able to cast spells with nigh infinite stamina because he's not using his own abilities.
Magic.
Yes, that is true.
Magic gets weird. That's my character's opinion on it.
This is Adventure League. Man, that sucks. I hope I didn't lose all the house information, because that stuff was awesome. At least I thought so, because I made it.
There was a house of halflings, a house of elves, a house of humans, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think there was
There's
a
house
few
of
houses.
Dragonborns.
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
You were Dragonborn, you're like, oh, I'll listen. Is it here? MF2? Ooh, yes. This is the information, yes. I'll go over the houses again, if is that something you guys want?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to record this.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Before that, can I give Slipscale a gold coin?
Oh, definitely. You give him that gold coin and suddenly he's all yours. He's like, oh, yes, I will tell you everything you wish to know now. I'm very grateful.
We gotta keep our informant on payroll somehow.
Yes. He does not get to, solve a puzzle and get 1,000 gold or whatever it was when you guys finally solve that one puzzle.
Yeah, I want more
Adventuring.
puzzles are fun.
High risk, high reward.
There are 5 original houses that founded the city, and then there are 3 that have been added to it hundreds of years ago, but they're more recent and have slightly less influence because of that. So the one that's in power and has been is House Goldmane. They're a human empire. They believed in wealth and power of money, and they're the ones that are running the city right now. That's called the Goldmane Empire because of that. There is a House Soulsky, which is a house of tiefling lineage. A lot of the magical intrigue and influence of the city comes from this. Normally, tieflings tend to have an air of fear, of devil worshipping behind them, but they've worked over the years to kind of put that at bay, and it's one of the main reasons that the city does not have race discrepancies, other than the goblins, which can be enslaved. But otherwise, the races get along pretty well, and it's because of houses like this who are used to being discriminated against and have worked to help keep the peace. House Un, which is the Dragonborn one.
How do you spell that?
Oon. Master Un himself is a gold dragon bloodline, and since Dragonborns work a little different because their bloodline, like if they were all the same bloodline, they'd all be gold dragons. That would be it. So that's really boring, and nobody wants that. So instead of like just birthing more Dragonborn, they will find Dragonborn, and if they earn the right to be within the house, they'll swear themselves to Un, and he will give them his name, and they will become part of House Un, even if their lineage isn't gold Dragonborn. So there are other kinds of the whole rainbow under House Un. And it's interesting for our Dragonborns, which I know technically only one of you are Dragonborn, but 2 of you have dragon lineage, so it is interesting. There's House Ironbeard, which are the Dwarves, and they used to be very respected because they were the ones that originally built the city and the underworks. But over the years, since everything's already kind of constructed and building things hasn't become as important, they've kind of lost a bit of their respect and standing. But they're still, Ironbeard dwarves. That's why some of the dwarves are a bit cocky in town. Even Firebeard that you met, Umek is kind of cocky and stupid. But yes, the dwarves have this House of Ironbeard represents them. And those are the 5 original houses. Then there are 3 that were added in later.
I only have 4. Goldmane.
No, you're right. There is only 4. I'm sorry.
And Ironbeard.
Yeah, you're right. There is only 4. I was scrolling and I miscounted. There's 4 original and 3 additional. 7 total. My apologies. The first additional house is House Fafner, which is human-born bloodline again. The second human house. These won their respect in Fafner, Afafner, Fafner.
Got it.
They are militaristic in nature. They won their respect into the noble house by military conflict, and has such been favored by the Goldmanes, and that's where the 2 arms of Ironfell come from, which is the banking district and the military district on the map there that kind of surround the royal district, and that the 2 pillars of the civilization is that they believe that military power and economic power, kind of the might makes right type mentality, and that's why the royalty kind of surrounds that. But now we know that the noble houses are battling a bit, so that might not totally be the case, or maybe who knows. Then there's House Creston, which with a C, Crest, O-N, is the Halfling house. They're one of the houses that they don't have a ton of influence as Halflings, but it's still a major stepping stone that halflings even have a noble house at all, because generally speaking, tieflings aren't seen as, like, they don't even normally consider themselves in the political roles. You know, they want to live in their little hobbit huts, but in this case, they have worked hard, and they are one of the big proprietors of the, you know, collectiveness of the races and everyone kind of being at peace. They're one of the few houses that is so far as to say that they're even against the use of goblin slavery, and one of the, so kind of the Greenpeace, you know, however you want to put it, the politically correct movement causing groups trying to make peace, but then others are like, you know, we want our goblin slaves, they're awesome. And lastly, there is a third human house known as House Hightower. There is some discontent among the noble houses that Goldmane holds power, and then there's been more human houses added, and now there's kind of this unnatural balance where there's a lot of human lineages in the noble houses. But the most important thing about the Hightowers is that one of their noble kind was on the front and was killed during MF1 half of the campaign. So if anyone has been keeping watch, maybe even Coffee possibly has gotten that far, where a character named Drug Hightower was killed by the party, and the rest of the noble house actually blames the military effort for this, and so there's even more strife amongst the households. And I think that's everything.
House Goldmane, Soul, Sky, Ironbeard, Fafner, Christian, and Hightower. I think there's only 2. Oh wait. Oh, House Goldmane is a human settlement.
Yes.
Okay, then there's 3, yeah.
Yeah, there's 3 human. Goldmane, Fafner, and Hightower are the human ones. Creston is halfling. Ironbeard, the dwarves, obviously. the dragons, and Soul Sky, the tiefling group. And now I have the rest of the stuff Jesper knows, too. Yes. Jasper will let the party know that the noble houses have erupted in conflict, and there's concerns of outside agents. You asked about the Gloom Elk. Conscription is halted. Yes, I told you that already. He has no... Now, you guys probably wouldn't have asked this, but had Grimforge been here and asked about the Kenku slaves, he actually has no more information about that at this time, so had he asked... He's missing out anyways, but he was going to tell him that he's still looking. I'm still looking into it. Yes, I don't have anything at this moment, but very soon. I have a feeling. I have a lead. Give me some time. He knows about the sorcerer as well, so you could ask him about that.
Oh yeah. He knows about the sorcerer with the magical bracers.
The bracers, yes, he's heard of
Yes,
that.
I'm very interested in those. So what is the information you have about this sorcerer?
Oh, very
Magical
interesting,
bones?
yes. I hear this man has powerful magical item that allows him to transport and spend the spell energy of distant magic users. It's said that in the Royal District there is currently being held a vigil, if you will, spellcasters who spend their days channeling their energy through this device to the sorcerer on the war front, and then sleeping as soon as they're done, so that they can refresh their stamina, allowing him to effortlessly fling spell after spell at I'm guessing the elves that they're fighting. I haven't heard anything from the front just yet, but I imagine since when they were to arrive, they were going to push past the elven barriers. There's a good chance that there are some bloody conflict at this point.
Do you know the name of this sorcerer?
Ah, the sorcerer's name. Yes, I believe he belongs to one of the noble houses, but I do not know which one. I've heard rumors, conflicting rumors. I would hate to tell you the wrong thing. I've heard that he might be Goldmane, but everyone would guess that. I've heard that he might even be a tiefling and might belong to House Soulsky. Honestly, I've heard almost every house whispered. I haven't seen him myself. In fact, I cannot even guarantee that it's a man. I wish I could tell you more. Shrouded in mystery he is, yes. We know more about his abilities than we do who he is.
I have one more question for you. One
I'm
last
listening.
one. Have you ever been told fairy tales as a child? Fairy tales as a child?
I've heard many things. Information is my game.
Well, I'm sure your parents have told you the stories of the ring that never melts.
Oh, I think I know what you're asking about.
Do you?
I've heard things. I don't. You're talking about. What is it more specifically you're asking?
I'm just asking if you've heard the fairy tales. That's all.
Oh, I've heard the tales.
Is that all you've heard about it? Anything else?
I'm sorry. You want me to recant the tales?
I mean, I can tell it to you, to everyone else.
Well, I suppose you've graciously given me coin. Yes. Sorry?
I mean, I could just make up some bull story right now. And that would be
I don't have...
no, I know you don't. No one has. There's no such thing. It's just, well, kind of. But there is no canon story about it.
I've heard of the Ring of Winter. Yes, a very powerful magical item. I believe that's what you are asking of.
Yes. It almost seems too good to be true, don't you think?
I mean, I know of many great magical oddities. If you're asking, I do not believe it is here in Ironfell. If I had to hazard a guess, possibly in the Cold Lands, the continent over the ocean north of here.
That good idea, but we have a business in the west. Where are we? Are we west, east?
Pew!
Oh, we're kind of southeast a bit.
Yeah.
We have business in the southeast. So.
Oh, fun fact. He'll tell you this as well, because it's just there was a point in Meridian Fall 1 where they were considering deserting and sailing over the White Sea. They had it like 50% worked out, and then they completely changed their direction and went some other direction. When I gave them some lore, they were like, "Oh, that sounds awesome! I want to go to the Elfin Lands now." And I'm like, "Okay, that's where we're going." But a fun fact about the White Sea is, not that you're necessarily going there, but just because it's cool. The White Sea is called that because it's an unknown phenomenon. They're not sure why this exists. It might be magical in nature or something else, but as you sail across the ocean, as deep as the water might be, every so often there'll be like plateaus that come up only like a foot under the surface of the water that you have to be careful and like sail around. But because of the sand on it, it makes it look white. So that's why they call it the White Sea, because it's actually physically white, almost spotted. So while you sail across this heavy sea, and no one knows why or how there can be this column and so many of them up to like hundreds of meters in diameter sometimes. But yeah, it's just, why did the DM call it the White Sea? It sounds so lame. Well, actually, there's kind of a cool story behind it. So.
Do we have any more questions we want to ask him?
Nothing Zurich would think of.
Is that all the information you have for us?
He mentions that there are, I think I might have said this to you guys before, there are some prisoners of war being brought from the front to Ironfell. I can't remember what the DM wants you to rescue them, but I don't know how to tie that into why he would be like, you should just randomly rescue these prisoners. I'm not sure. I'm assuming someone would pay you. Them? Sorry?
There's a bounty for saving them, maybe? Or
yeah,
or maybe...
that's what I'm thinking.
Where a rare item is, or...
So I'm gonna go with one of the people supposedly on that prison shipment, whatever you want to call it, is said to be a member of the Night Brigade, which is the people who run Coldstow Galley. Umek, what was his name? Umek is one of the members of the Night Brigade. So, not him specifically. I'm going to say his brother, which the name escapes me, but you guys have very rarely spoken to him, and I'll look it up before it matters. But
I think he's only ever grunted at us, the brother.
Yeah, the very first time you met him, he was in a bad mood, and he didn't. Has offered a reward to rescue the prisoners.
I hate to do this, but I gotta go step away and help my mom with something.
Okay. That's all right.
I'll be right back when I can.
And also, I'm going to tell you, because this is kind of where I'm going to railroad you this episode. I told you about that, saving the prisoners, because that's something I want you to do soon, but I don't have a whole lot of it prepared right now, so I'm going to railroad you guys, especially when we're short players, that there's an orc camp outside of Ironfell that...
I'm down.
They want you to clear out some orcs. And if you do that, there'll be another reward of some sort.
I want to start an orphanage. Just no.
With the money?
No. I was joking.
You mean you just want to like kill parents?
I've been reading a lot. I've been reading a lot of Reddit recently for D&D, and how players just derail campaigns.
I see.
Orphanages and making companies.
Yeah, well, I think they wanted to open a tavern at some point, but I was down for it until the thinking behind it was, let's open a tavern so it could be a front for criminal activity, and then I was like, well, I don't want you guys to actually be villains in this story, but, I was like, you can open a tavern. Yeah, we'll work out the logistics for that. And then I was like, oh, but so that you can front slavery and like and like contraband and stuff. I'm like,
not really.
We'll see about that. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
So if you guys are down to kill some orcs,
Redbeard, you down? Redbeard, you down?
Who?
You? Not Redbeard. What's your name?
Redwood.
Redwood. Sorry, we have Redbeard and we have Redwood. I get confused. I get confuzzled.
Too many reds.
Too many reds, and I'm colorblind. They're just browns for me.
Oh,
That sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, it is. It is. So Brownwood. Do you want to fight some orcs?
I shrug. We got nothing better to do.
Oh, I wonder where our Dragonborn friend went. Well, he's gonna have to miss killing the orcs.
Well,
I'm sure
I'm
he'll
gonna bring his
catch up.
character along because I have the feeling he will return. But
I think he will too. Yeah.
in the meantime,
Yeah.
you guys can go slay some dum-dum orkies.
Dum-dum
See what
orkies.
happens.
Good thing none of us are half orcs.
That's true. In another
Yeah.
game I'm playing, there's some half orcs.
Are we ever going to meet them? I don't think we ever will.
The other party, the other Meridian Fall party. Yeah, I feel like at some point you guys will meet them.
Epic.
I think we'll see. Maybe in the new year I might nudge you guys kind of closer to each other. We'll see. Oh,
I was thinking like something like a level 10 gathering. Kind of, we all hit level 10 and then.
oh, sure. That's far off a way that I can guarantee you that it happens. You'll forget by the time.
I
you're level
probably
10.
will, unless.
Nah, you'll remember.
I will. There's streams to remember this. It's recorded in video now.
Yeah, posterity. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't.
My dyslexia really got up to me. I thought it said Canada at the top of the world map.
It doesn't.
It
does say Canada. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
No.
It says Canada, but in red letters, and you're seeing the brown background.
No. I mean not on Twitch. Oh, you're messing with me.
You mean instead of Coldania, you read Canada? Yeah.
I read Canada. I don't know why I read Canada.
I should have
Probably.
called it Canada, but you guys aren't allowed to come to my country. I'm sorry.
We're not allowed
Aw.
to, or you don't want us to.
You know what? I think you actually can't right now, but I mean,
Damn.
I'm not sure about
That's-
everyone's country. I believe Americans are still not allowed to cross the border.
We're not. No.
I don't know about. I'm gonna guess if all travel is canceled.
I'm small enough to fit in a suitcase or a box. I could just mail myself to Canada.
There you go. Yeah.
I mean,
work
free
for
healthcare, man. It's
work
amazing.
for Amazon or whatever, and then mail yourself over.
Free healthcare is amazing.
So how will we go about this whole...
Run and gun?
The Milk Sea. I'm just reading that. Yeah.
Sounds like an easy way to get ourselves killed.
When you say the White Sea, do you mean that checkered pattern at the bottom of the map, or did you not add a White Sea into it yet?
You can't see the very bottom?
No, the very bottom where it says White Sea, there's just checker patterns.
Oh, that's just the.
Yeah, because you didn't make an actual White Sea. But it's fun to think that the White Sea is the checker pattern.
Well, I did. What's beyond the White Sea has yet to be explored, so you guys aren't aware of. It's not so much I haven't created it in the world, it's that whoever gave you this map, only has this limited amount of information.
That's actually...
I do kind of sort of know what's out that way. I had some plans for if they had gone that way, because it was in the beginning, and I'm like, I don't know what they want to do, so I kind of had some rough plans for if they were to desert and go that way. And this was before MF2 even existed, so it's possible that you guys would have ended up being a separate vessel on the high seas or something in an alternate reality where they chose to go that way. That's the cool thing about D&D when it's homebrewed, because you can just do whatever you want, go wherever you want, do whatever's kind of suiting your fancy. Although not this episode, I'm railroading you guys hard.
Yeah, fair enough.
Choo choo!
But yeah, I mean, you so far your team. I mean, obviously not so much you, Tell it, because you're a more recent entry. But
Woot woot.
when I would just kind of like leave it open ended, things kind of stalled with this party. I found, and I don't mean that as a bad thing. It just means
Oh no, I've noticed that in other games with these two as well.
It's like, oh, well, what are we
It's
supposed to
like,
do next? Give
no,
me a
not
hook. And I'm like,
you
okay, I'm going to
specifically.
keep giving you hooks, which means it's slightly more railroaded, but
I'm
that's fine.
I've
'Cause
just come in contact with games that just, if the DM doesn't talk and then no one else talks, it gets really weird and like the game just doesn't progress
yeah.
because
Well,
the DM's waiting for the players to respond, but we don't know what's happening.
yeah, exactly. So we've had a couple where I'm like, what do you guys want to do? And they're like, and you guys are just like, well, what are my options? I'm like, okay, I will give you options. Because some people you tell, what do you want to do? And they know what they want to do. They're just like, I would like to explore. I would like
I
to go
mean,
do this. And I'm like, okay.
we have one whole week to think about what we have to do. If you don't do, then there's really no reason you shouldn't think of what you're gonna do.
That's true. It gave you guys 2 weeks, but
Yeah.
that's okay. I'm not saying that players who play like that are bad in any way. I'm not saying it's your
Not saying that
duty to need to know where you want to go. I just, as a DM, I want to adapt my play style, my stuff around what the players are comfortable with, and I feel like this party prefers to have a slightly more handheld approach, whereas the other party tends to just ignore what I am suggesting. And for example, they were supposed to train these owl bears and then go to the army. And they said, no, instead of doing that, we're going to dive into the Shadowfell and take a shortcut and come around. And I was like, okay, all right, we're just going to go with it. I didn't know what we were going to do, and we just kind of did it. And luckily, I had some Shadowfellian content prepared for a different quest that I pulled in. And technically, that you guys shouldn't know that I'm doing that. That should just be the magic of being a DM. But yeah, they tend to my best laid plans. They tend to just like poof, go off in another direction, where you guys tend to just do what I give you, which is.
I was actually thinking about, it didn't come up in the conversation, but because we were talking about something else. But I was actually thinking about asking the party if we can go to one of the houses, but
yeah,
I didn't ask that because you didn't have the notes at the time, and I was like, oh,
that's not a bad idea. Like that's the cool thing is, if you guys try to do something that's completely out of my unprepared realm, but it's something you guys want to do, the DM has some tricks where he will just delay you and then prepare the following week and then get.
Oh, you guys want to go to this house? Here,
so like, if you guys are like, I want to go to the house, but the DM has no prepare. Guess what? You're going to get attacked by bandits or something on the way, and they're going to stall you.
It's going to be a week travel, and every day you have to roll a d10 to see what happens.
Suddenly, more gnolls.
Suddenly more gnolls. Yeah, exactly. Well, I remember I read a story where it was like the DM wants the players to get on a boat and travel to location A, but because that's what he's been preparing. And then the team gets on the boat and they go, oh, we heard about location B. Let's go there instead. And then the DM's like, oh, yeah, sure. And then on the way, the boat breaks down and they have to stop at A to fix the boat. And the characters don't realize that was all like, they think they've made choices, but the DM kind of like reins them back in. But then once they finish A, guess what? DM's prepared B, and then they end up going to B anyways. And it's kind of the sweet dance where like, you guys get to do what you want, but at the same time you're limited invisibly by the DM's prepared content.
By the DM's magical wall of force.
Yeah, it's like a lot of times you'll get a DM that just says, no, you have to go to where I'm prepared, and then the players are like, what? But you can do things to make it feel organic, and I like to think that I'm okay at it. I'm kind of telling you guys about it, so that's a bad thing. You guys are supposed to believe I always have everything prepared at all times.
Hey, it's been an hour.
Yeah. That I am ready for some people do that though. Some people prepare pages and pages and pages of content, and when you over prepare, there's a ton of like horror stories related to that as well, where
where a DM works so hard on plot A and then the players go to plot B not knowing
Yeah,
how much
or
work
they have
put in.
plot A through Z, and they're all like fleshed out, ready to go. But then when you go to do that thing, it's very like in a box.
I have the perfect example. When Caduceus cast Tidal Wave on one of the ship combats in.
Oh, and then he
tipped over
capsized
the
it.
entire and capsized it. Yeah.
It had like a 20% chance of happening or whatever, and then they just
and it
rolled
just ruined that whole. He had like notes prepared and everything. It's like, well, that ends that thing.
Oh, well, they're all dead now. Good job. And then he felt bad, and he was like apologizing, and he's like, no, you're supposed to do like that kind of epic stuff is supposed to happen. Yeah, that's the idea. Like, that's what makes this different than just playing a video game. If you were playing a video game, you get shoehorned.
We can't wall clip in this world. I mean, can we?
The DM can wall clip you. You guys want to be on the battlefront tomorrow? Can put you there, and we can see what happens. They're in the middle of a war right now, which is kind of cool. There's a siege on a major city, and they're in the city, and there's different factions fighting.
Awesome.
Welcome back.
We're fighting orcs soon.
We may have just been
talking
to kill time mostly.
Yeah, but it was fun.
I like
your character's dead, by the way, Hale.
Okay, I need to reroll.
Yeah, Zarek died. No dice rolls.
No dice rolls. All point by.
He just died somehow. The DM killed him.
A boulder fell on you while we were walking there.
Suddenly meteors.
Yeah, but even a meteor, you have to roll for it. Well, I guess I roll. You guys don't roll. I would roll. And 3 meteors. Yeah, boom, boom, boom.
3 meteors.
I'm actually
I did half orc, then I could have survived.
Just to plug my own, just to talk about it a little bit more, because it's my stream and I can, do what I want. I have been working on something for the last 3-ish weeks on what I would like to release at some point as my own adventure module, kind of in the realm of size to the Lost Mines of Pendlevale, like a 1 to 5 campaign. And I'm hoping that during this holiday season, I'm off work for a bunch of it. I'm hoping to complete it, and then I don't know who will want it, but I have some pretty cool stuff in there. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of something called a false hydra.
Yes,
False
I have.
I've kind of stolen some aspects of that. I didn't put a false hydra in there, but I made a monster that has some false hydra-esque content. It's awesome. There's I don't want to spoil it in case it gets played, but I mean, let's just say that there's a checklist that you can permanently be checking things off that will affect throughout the... Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to spoil anything or say anything. I don't think we're going to play it, and honestly, you guys will probably just read it and be like, oh, that's fun, or you will not read it because you don't care. So I'm probably not spoiling anything, but I don't really know who will get it. I think technically I can post it on DM's Guild or whatever once it's official. There's a bunch of rules for posting on DM's Guild though, you have to use original, or well, I mean, this makes sense, but you have to use original or Forgotten Realms content. You can't be you can't put Jedis and be like, this is Anakin Skywalker. And they're like, no, you can't do that. Not that I was planning to, but...
So do I need, in fact,
to
make a new character?
No, we were joking.
Squishy. I know.
There's no false hydra in this campaign, but as far as you know. But for anyone who doesn't know what a false hydra is, maybe in the stream or possibly coffee, a false hydra
Oh,
is not an
holy
official D&D monster. It is unofficial. It was fan-made
By Fall Star.
by
I think Fall Star made that.
but the idea of the false hydra is that this creature, this hydra creature, it's also disturbing looking for. It's kind of, it reminds me of like Slenderman-esque. Not that what it looks like is Slenderman, but like the
I'll drop
creepiness
a
level.
picture
And,
of it into Discord.
yeah, it looks like a pod with some heads and kind of gross. But the thing is, it doesn't look like that because it's a false hydra. And the way it works is that it sings a song constantly that makes it invisible to everybody, and not just like charmed invisible, but like, you know how,
You
like,
cannot
if you've ever
conceive
seen
it.
those optical illusions where you stare at a dot and you can't see the other dot anymore because it's in your blind
Yes.
spot? That's kind of the idea, is that it, like, it doesn't become unseen. It just erases itself from your memories. Even when you're staring right where it would be, your mind makes up the difference as if it's not there.
Like the silence from Doctor Who?
I believe people have referenced that. I don't know what the silence from Doctor Who
The
is.
silence are when you look at them and you could see them and you remember them, but as soon as you look away and they leave your peripheral vision, you forget about them.
Ah, it's very similar to that, yeah. Except even if you're looking right at this thing, as long as it's singing, you won't know it's there. And then the other thing it does is that every day, or every so often, it will
eat
lure
someone.
people and eat them. But when it eats them, it eats their memory of them as well. So the way it works is, you know, like the example in the false hydra like information, or I think maybe it was on Reddit, someone explained a campaign where they were running it. The player characters kept receiving letters from like their family, and like the signatures on the family like would like fall away. Like it was like love mom, dad, and little sister, and then it was like love mom and dad, love mom, and then finally the letters stopped coming. And then like you're in town and you'll meet the like, you know, shopkeeper's wife, and then the next time you show up, you go do some quest and you come back and you meet just the shopkeeper's wife, and you're like, where's the shopkeeper? And she's like, there's never been a shopkeeper. And you're like, but there's a shop here. There would have to be a shopkeeper in the shop. And she's like, no, I just live here with all the shop stuff that makes no sense. But their mind fills in the blanks. And so the players are like, what's going on? Where is the shopkeeper? Why don't you believe there's even a shopkeeper anymore? How do you know? Like, well, here's his clothes. They're on your bed. And then the person's like, oh, no, that's from a friend or something. I don't. And they just kind of like lose. And people just start disappearing until eventually, at some point, hopefully the party figures out what's going on and solves the false hydra. That I believe some of the tips were, because it's singing a song, you want to like stick cotton in your ears, and if you deafen yourself, then you could potentially see the thing. Or another one was like, if you attack where you think it is, your mind will fill in the gaps. But if someone is looking at you, they'll fill in the gaps, like half of the gaps, because they'll see you like striking and like wiggling off of something, but then there's nothing there. And so you like, if you step enough degrees away from the situation, you can kind of get a feel for it. I think that was what they suggested for solving the false hydra, but it's meant to be very kind of creepy and eerie and
Yeah, I put a picture of one I found in multimedia in the Discord.
But yeah, it's not the same thing. If you're curious, if you're like, oh well, then I know exactly what I'm going to do now. But I did take some of the I did include that as part. I thought it was just, I was like, the false hydra is really cool, but it's meant to be just like dropped into a campaign and you mold around it. I was like, well, what if there's what if this theme was brought into like a full module? Could you do it? And it's not
What
complete.
if this entire landmass is just one massive false hydra?
Caldania, maybe? Yeah, you guys are screwed.
Canada.
Clearly, we need to
Canada.
recruit the dwarves. We have to dig deep enough to find it and kill it.
I mean, Kodani, it does look like a dragon skull. If you look at it hard enough.
Yeah, I see what
I
you
see
mean.
it.
Or an alligator.
Another fun thing to do with the False Hydra too is you can be like, you can have the party find
Health potions
health potions. Yeah, I guess.
inside of weird places.
Oh
that
yeah,
they were at.
potions because Cleric was already killed by. Yeah, I was thinking like you find like adventure pack and you read the letters and they're like to you guys, and it's someone who was adventuring with you, but you're like, I don't remember this. There's no fifth member. What are you talking about? And it's like, oh damn, maybe there was this whole time and we just don't remember it. And it's kind of, you have to do it weirdly because obviously,
Plant the seeds.
yeah, you plant the seeds and then and the players should like freak out and be like kind of paranoid about what's going on. And the cool thing is too, they very much specify that it's not magical in nature, so like things like dispel magic won't work.
Greater restoration?
Nope.
No. What was I thinking? Oh, it's not charming you. It's like doing something psychic. So like elves aren't naturally immune to it. That kind of thing.
Effectively, it's messing with your mind and how you see reality, but not using illusions or anything. You just can't understand it's there.
Yeah.
I don't understand why greater restoration wouldn't be able to save that.
Because it's
Like
constantly
an eldritch
happening.
abomination or something?
Kind of. They are. What's the word? Aberrations.
Yeah. Is there going to be a guest player? Is that what the pack means? Yes, there's a guest player. Oh, there was a guest player. And now there's not. Yeah, it's just fun because you get to like play with the minds.
Ooh, imagine if you had a game where there was like 3 guest players, and then and you informed the 3 guest players about the False Hydra and its abilities,
And then they just like
each
stop
one.
talking.
What?
And you're like, Falstar, where are you? Falstar, what happened? And he just like drops out of Discord, and you're like, what?
And then he leaves the channel. No, he leaves the server.
Yeah, there was never a Falstar.
It ceases to exist.
It was one of the funny things in the Reddit post about it too. Was like the person was like, "Have you guys heard about the False Hydra?" And then the next person's like, "That's weird. I clicked on your link and it was just a blank page." And they're like, "No, it's the False Hydra. It's about whatever." And he's like, "Huh, so strange. I have no idea what you're talking about. There's nothing there." And people were like, "Oh, I get it." And some people didn't get it, and they kept trying to tell him, and he just kept playing the I've been False Hydra thing.
Let's kill some orcs.
Let's do it. Let's kill some orcs. Let's do it.
For money.
But what if the Orcs kill
For
us?
murder.
I don't have a map for you guys.
By the way, I still have disadvantage on all attack.
No,
rolls.
you would have gotten.
I need 10 long rest.
For exhaustion?
Oh.
No, broken ribs.
It's not exhaustion, or it's not.
Alright.
It's if you have to roll a die, and if you fail it, then you have disadvantage.
Can't
right?
Coffee just use magical healing to fix that?
No.
I specifically
I thought that
said.
was the rule.
Yeah, that is the rules. But in my game,
But
of
that's
D&D,
lame.
that's lame. So I've ruled that you can get magical healing, but it costs money. And it has to be more than just the magical healing that your characters have.
Have fun with disadvantage, then.
Well, that's why I'm going to reckless every turn. So it's just straight attack rolls.
Yeah.
Then they'll have advantage against you.
I'm
Whatever.
aware.
You just
Never
have
said
to
it was a
roll
good
your
plan.
con save or whatever.
If you
isn't
fall
it?
unconscious twice again, I will cry about it.
I can't heal you, so.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys have decided to take up this quest to go hunt
Apparently.
down an orc camp
Mhm.
with, yeah. So you guys, for the first time ever, the first time in your ever, you guys are going to leave Ironfell and go into the mountains that are a bit north of it. As you leave the safety of the walls of the Ironfell, you see that there are houses and stuff beyond it. I wish I had added them to the map, but they're not there. But they're like even they're way poorer than the poorest sections of District 3. There's just like shanties on the outside of the wall. And the idea is that if the city was ever attacked, you would just break them down and bring everybody inside. So like the people living outside the city are like just the dirt poorest people. Not that Ironfell has been under siege in like hundreds of years, but still, you never know when you're going to be attacked by a dragon. So,
Especially when you live next to some mountains.
yeah, exactly. Or orcs, apparently. It could just be an orc raiding party.
Nah, it's a bunch of dragons pretending to be orcs.
Yeah.
I mean, ancient dragons can
They
polymorph.
could just do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah. Dragons, OP, don't nerf.
Well, not that OP. They're okay.
They're dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's stronger things out there than dragons.
I know. I never said they were the strongest.
They might be the strongest for their CR rating. Possibly.
Gold and red, most likely. Yeah.
TPK.
Definitely.
Totally.
If we went up against an elder dragon right now, we'd be slaughtered.
You mean an ancient dragon?
Yeah, that. My brain was in Skyrim mode for a second.
Oh yeah, I understand.
So you guys travel for a bit. I'm wondering if I should have you guys get attacked or ambushed or something on the way. Make you fight
Do
something.
you want us to roll for a random
sure.
encounter?
Yeah, someone give me perception. Why not?
Sure. Who wants to do it?
Let me see what my perception is. Mine's a plus. No, that's persuasion. Perception's a +3 for me.
You're
Ooh.
I think
better than me.
Coffee has the highest wisdom. She's the.
Mine's +3.
Oh really? Oh damn.
Let me look up a creature.
I only have a +2 because I'm proficient in it.
It was called.
I got a 19.
19's pretty good. You're
Yeah,
I guess we
probably
see
not
through an
gonna-
ambush.
Yeah, I think you're gonna be able to see what you need.
We're gonna
to see.
ambush the ambushers.
Sorry, give me 1 second. There's an enemy I want you to fight. I just need to remember what
Give me
it's
a second.
called. I forgot that I put this in the wild. It was a random encounter I was going to give the other team, so I've already canonized them as being in the wild in my mind, but they never did fight it. But they're
Oh,
cool,
no.
and I want you guys to fight it.
That sounds ominous.
You know what I find weird? Magic missile spell. The way how it's supposed to work is you roll 1d4 plus and that is the damage for all of the bolts. Isn't that weird?
No?
Is that the way it was supposed to be?
That's the way it's supposed to be done. But that's weird, isn't it?
But what if
that
you
is-
hit different
That's like,
people?
yeah, if you hit a 1, it's terrible.
Why would anyone do that?
I don't know, but that's what Jeremy Crawford. That's his name, right? Yeah,
It would speed up combat. Which,
it would.
But at the same time, you could just roll a bunch of
Okay.
D4s.
this
Yeah,
is
and
the
D&D Beyond makes
monster.
it so much easier.
So you guys are traveling along, and with that sweet perception, oh baby, you guys notice that it's relatively clearing, sunny. This is the first time you get to fight in the sunlight. Like you've been skulking around in dungeons, and now you're out, like enjoying the fresh air. That's very
it's
good for a
your
druid.
scales.
Yeah. You start seeing the like ground rumbling. You actually see it like upheaving a little bit, like there's something under the earth, and you guys all know to immediately take like combat stances. You
Trask.
Nah. It's a rock monster.
A giant worm.
So I'm not going to have you guys be surprised.
Hopefully not purple.
But I'm going to have 3 of these things. They're each large, so you're going to get surrounded by these massive monstrosities, but they're relatively weak, so I don't think you guys will have that much problem with it, considering some of the big-ass demons you've dealt with. But
I'm sure it's... never mind, ignore me.
it bursts.
Don't jinx
First
us.
one bursts out of the ground, and you see it, and insectoid. It has like a carapace and like claw arms and has big mandibles. It comes popping out. Remember, they're large. They're 10 by 10 feet. Like they're big honking creatures. And then another one comes up behind and another one to your left. And suddenly there's 3 of them almost triangling around your little squad of 3. These creatures are known as Ankhegs, I believe is how they're pronounced.
I've heard of
Onkheg.
those. This is from something.
Onkheg.
I've heard something similar.
They
Somewhere.
might be from something. They're in the basic rules. Though.
Basic rules. Ooh.
That would explain it.
Yeah, and they are considered monstrosities, which I think would help our ranger who took monstrosities.
But he's not here.
He's not here, so the one time we fight his like monster choice
race,
or whatever.
yeah.
I mean, monstrosity is like the biggest, like largest brush you can
Paint.
paint, and then
Right next to undead.
and then we just fight devils and demons and gnolls the whole time, and he never gets to really activate it. And then the one time he's not here, you get attacked by Onkegs. So if you guys would like to roll initiative.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Oh, that's not good. That's a 6.
I got a lot.
D&D Beyond froze for me. Give me a minute.
Natural one? Oh, you got a 2. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh wow.
I have really
D&D
bad
Beyond
levels
froze
initiative.
for me. Give me a minute.
You're rolling initiative
That's for the next 7 fights.
like 10 times. You have 5 initiative rolls. Stop. Yeah.
I'm
we're
not
taking
even in the tab anymore. I'm not in
Oh,
the
God.
tab anymore.
Make it stop. There's only you rolled a 6. You rolled a 6. That's your first. No wait. You rolled a 5. That's your first one.
Yeah, 5. I don't know why that happened.
You keep clicking it. Stop spamming.
I'm not even. I closed the page.
Okay. Okay.
So
you
who's
rolled a 5.
and then Sophia's got a 6 and
And
Redwood's
Coffee's
got a 2. Oh.
I mean, do you have advantage on your rolls, Sarek, yet?
I don't know. I closed the page so it would stop happening.
Why would he have advantage?
Because barbarians gain advantage at some point
Oh, do they?
to initiative rolls. Yeah.
Let me
Oh,
check.
sweet.
I don't know
Give
what
me-
level.
I know
level is,
that bards get.
Oh wait, are we level
proficiency.
5?
Yes?
You don't have it yet.
Maybe? I don't know. I'm waiting for
No.
D&D Beyond to reset for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
we're level
that's-
5. We're level 5.
Yeah, that's a level 7 ability. You don't have
So-
it yet.
These guys rolled 6 for their initiative, luckily. So
Oh my god, I
Sophia,
go with them.
Sophia will get to go first. Oh, I'm
I
gonna
go
give it to you.
first at a 6. Wow.
Yeah, I like to give you guys the ties, so Sophia can go first.
Okay.
Although,
Okay,
to be
first-
fair, if we tie broke it with dexterity, you would win, because they don't
Yeah, I
have
have a
any.
+3.
So yeah, you may go first.
16. Okay, first things first. I bonus action cast Hex on one of them.
Excellent.
Okay. And then I'm going to just cast a 7th level magic missile.
Oh.
Oh, right, you can do that.
Yep.
Does that use all the charges?
It does.
But then you have to roll to see if it blows up.
It's a nat 1 to see if it blows up. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Clearly, you need to be a halfling
It
so that it never happens.
Yeah, but yeah, but if you were a halfling and had this, I was thinking it over in my head. I would just rule it as if you rolled a 2, because that is technically the lowest roll you can get. That if you were a halfling, but yeah,
Why would
Using
it be? I'm confused.
because halflings re-roll 1s all the time. So the lowest roll that a halfling can get is a
They only
2.
get to roll any dice once though. So if you roll 2 1s, it's still a 1.
Oh. Okay. Well.
It's just very unlikely because
You-
1 in 400.
Would you rule it that 9d? You're going to about to take 9d4 damage plus 9, actually
Just
plus
roll
12.
94.
Genie's Wrath as well. So. And
Yeah,
then you're
but
also going to take
they're immune to
96
force
from
damage.
Hex. Yep, 96 hex damage, 9d4, and
Wait,
then
why
plus,
is it 96? I don't think hex
Hex.
triggers on each one.
I don't know how it works. That's what I thought how it happened, but you're the DM. You decide.
I mean, they would technically count as individual hits, but I don't know. That's not my rule.
That's your decision.
Well, is it one of the reasons why you wanted that staff of...
That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do hex first.
Oh, no, I mean, is it one of the reasons why you wanted the staff of magic missiles?
No. I just wanted something with more spells. That's all, really. And the wand of magic missiles is what came to mind.
What is the wording on hex?
Hex. The wording is you place a curse on a creature that you can see within range. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to the target whenever you hit it with an attack. Also, choose one ability score you can to have disadvantage on ability checks made with the chosen ability.
So my understanding is, this is a quick. I'm gonna let you just kind of absorb this and tell me what you think. My understanding from what I'm reading, and I could go through the rules, and I think I would agree with it. To trigger hex, you have to do an attack roll. You have to do an attack.
Damn. All right. Yeah.
Whenever you hit with an attack, it means you have to do attack rolls. This is what what Reddit told me. I'm gonna grab a couple more to see. Oh, here's one from Crawford himself. The hex spell benefits attacks, which means something that is called an attack or that includes an attack roll. Spells like Magic Missile and Fireball involve no attacks, so you don't get the benefits of hex. That's the opposite of what you wanted. You were like, oh, I only get one, and then and then I go and look it up. It turns out you get 0. That sucks.
Yeah.
Well,
at least your last one's facing.
Yeah.
I'll give you one. You can have one this one time.
One.
You can have one this turn.
1d6.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then
that's fine.
And then we'll worry about. Then you just won't have it moving forward because we'll know.
Yeah, that's a 29 points of force damage plus the 9 extra force damage plus 3 cold if they're resistant to cold in any way.
What's the? Oh, you did the D6.
I did the genie's one extra D6. Yeah. So.
And then you did the 9.
Yeah, the 94. Okay, and then
you did, and then there's +2 from Genie's Wrath.
Plus
31.
3 from Genie's Wrath.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So 32, and then what did you say the last?
It should just be plus 12. So 29.
Oh, plus 12. Okay, yeah, because you got to add 9 more. I understand.
Yeah. 31. So 41 points of damage.
Yeah.
Are they resistant or immune to cold in any way?
Yeah, no. You annihilate one of these. You go, oh no, creatures, and you point your magical stick at it. It gets pelted, and you see as it's like carapace shreds off of its body from each one.
It doesn't get destroyed.
Until the last few go into spots where it was already struck, deep into its heart and organs, and it fills kind of purpley from the inside, and it drops. And there are now only 2 of these creatures.
What the hell? Yeah.
Magic missile. Don't mess with it.
Yeah. It didn't get disintegrated.
Okay.
Ooh.
You still have a wand. It has no charges, and you'll have to wait until dawn to get more.
Which is
okay.
Just a long rest, right?
No.
I think it's dawn. Most items recover at dawn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dawn.
When I always hear magic items recover at dawn, I always think, oh, long rest. That'll be fine.
Yeah, it's usually a long rest, most of the time.
Most of the time.
If anything, it helps you because sometimes you can't take a long rest, and then.
Yeah.
That's your turn?
Yeah. How far am I away? I don't want to do the whole Eldritch Blast with disadvantage thing again. Am I in melee range? I don't know.
Not right now, but they're gonna get their turn right after you.
Right. I wish there was a map to describe where we were, but yeah.
You want to just like run off into the direction of the dead
I just
Onkeg?
I'll stay near coffee. I'll stay near Redwood.
You, in my mind, you guys are like in a like back-to-back three-wayed right now,
Okay.
and then they are 30 feet like around you guys.
Okay. Well, yeah.
So there's an opening now in the direction where you just killed a guy.
Yep. Cool. Yeah, that ends my turn.
Okay, so they're gonna get their turns now, and then I will roll dice to see who they're gonna smack on you guys. So the first one's gonna go after the Kenku, apparently. Alright, whoever...
It's a random bird.
One of them is going to go after Sophia, and the other is going to go after Redwood. The two that you would prefer me not to be just hitting with dudes. It's okay, they're not that strong. They're scary and big, but they're not really that devastating. Yeah. So they're going to run up. So I'm actually going to reverse it. So I'm going to hit the people I didn't roll instead, because they're going to do acid spray. They're going to hit a line. So it's going to be 2 hits on Zarek, 1 on Sophia, 1 on Redwood, if that makes sense. Basically,
that makes sense. This is a to hit or a save?
I
imagine it's a save. If it's a line.
Yeah, it is. So you guys has no creatures grappled. Each creature in the line must make a dex save. So I would like to see 1 dex save from Sophia, 1 from Redwood, and then 2 from Zarek. Oh, look at that.
Natural 20.
13?
13's good. A second one from Zarek, and you guys might just survive it all.
I hate to ask this, but could you please make a dex save for me?
I have advantage. I have advantage on dex saves.
The worm has to make a dex save?
Yes, as I cast Hellish Rebuke at 2nd level.
Okay, that'll be after the air damage, though, right? You have to take damage?
What?
Hellish Rebuke. You have to take damage to trigger Hellish Rebuke.
Yes, I do. I'm sorry.
So we'll do our little bit of acid, and then I'll do the roll.
Yeah. If I survive.
So
you're fine. You're fine.
And a 13.
So you're gonna
advantage on dex rolls as a barbarian.
Oh, you're right. So you make them all. Yeah, you're good. So you're gonna take half damage from this. So the first one's gonna be for Sophie and Zarek, and then.
So I'm going to take full damage. I don't think 13 succeeds.
No, 13 does. Yeah, you're good.
Oh.
So 13's exactly what you needed. So you guys all made it because 13 is the DC. So I rolled 9 for the first acid. It's going to be halved to only 4 damage. So 4 to Zarek, 4 to Sophie. And then to Redwood, it's going to be 14. So 7 to Zarek, 7 to Redwood.
All right.
And now you can Hellish Rebuke.
Okay. Yeah, you're about to get a Hellish. Yep. I cast Hellish Rebuke at 2nd level.
It makes the save.
You take 10 fire damage.
It made the DC, so it's only going to take 5.
5 fire damage.
5 fire damage, not 40-something.
Wait, can I add Genie's Wrath to a reaction? I don't think I can. No.
I don't think you can.
No, I don't think I can. Yeah.
5 fiery, hellish damage lights this creature up as they spew their innards all over you guys. Don't worry, it's a recharge attack. They probably won't do it again. And they're gonna move closer, but they're not gonna get within melee. So if you guys want to move around, they're like I think 10 feet is still outside their range. I don't think they get. Yeah, their reach is only 5. So they got closer, but they didn't get all the way in and bunch up on you guys because the acid, does its thing. Next up is Zarek.
All right. First, rage.
Okay.
All right.
Second, I'm going to run up to the one that just got lit on fire by Hellish Rebuke and slam my great axe into it twice with reckless attacks.
Nice. So I believe...
So just straight rolls.
I don't think it's always disadvantage. I think you have a con save to ignore your busted rib.
All right.
I think I sent it to you.
Pass it?
I think so. I think you just need it's either I think it's a 10. You just have to beat a 10. Let me just look at... I would have sent it to you personally.
You might have. Let me double check my
Broken
Discord.
ribs.
It's been a while.
When you attempt an action in combat, you make a DC 10 con save. On a fail, you don't get any action or reaction. So it's not you have disadvantage. It's if you roll under, you don't get a turn.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I mean,
It's
you have
nasty.
+6, so I mean, it's gonna happen almost never.
Yeah, he has a +6. I don't think it's gonna. Yeah,
So
almost never gonna
yeah,
happen.
you're probably okay. All right, so you can reckless to
Reckless
have
attack.
advantage.
Yeah, I'm recklessly attacking because I want this thing dead.
Yeah.
It sprayed acid on my beautiful scales.
It totally did. Are you raging?
Yes.
All right. 21. That's definitely gonna hit.
Right. And let me roll the hit. Roll the damage. That's 17.
17 magical damage.
Yep. My follow-up hit.
Critical. Critical.
Sadly, no, but a 24.
24. Okay. How much damage?
And
Did you
Ooh.
slam into this thing?
18.
Yeah. That's you know what? Collectively, that's enough. As you chop the first, you chop again, you behead this thing. I'm gonna let you do the roll. I know I haven't added it officially to your weapon, but if you do a DC, I'm gonna make it DC 12 with just straight DC 12 roll.
Nope.
Okay, so you don't get any sweet monies spilling out from this creature, but the axe is still pleased as you kill the creature.
Drinks deeply of the blood.
It's not technically a sentient weapon because it can't speak to you or anything, but
It's
is
not
like
sentient yet.
it's
But the
slightly
eye
like
opens
aware of
slightly
what's
with
going
the
on.
blood.
To finish it off, we have one of these creatures still standing. Redwood, what would you like to do?
Gonna back away like, I don't know, 30 feet and shoot a nice knife at it.
All right, sounds good. I think it's far enough away from everybody else you don't have to worry about hitting your teammates either. A 21 is definitely going to hit. Oh, wow. That's just a total of 15. That is still 15 damage. It's not the 30-something the Barbarian just unleashed, but it is still 15
Oh,
points.
and it should make a dex save, because there's that extra 2d6.
But there's only one creature left.
No, the
Yeah.
target also takes the shatter damage now.
Oh, is this for the cold damage?
It's the shatter damage.
Oh,
The
so it took 4,
shatter on impact.
and if it makes the dex
Yeah,
save...
hit or miss the shatter, then expose the target. And each creature within 5 feet. So.
Ice knife, a nasty little spell.
So it failed, right? So it takes 15? There's not like more rolls, right?
I don't think so.
No, I think you should take the total of 15.
Take the 15 as the knife goes into it, and then shatters, exploding bits of carcass. 15 damage. It's not bloodied, but you've done some damage to this thing. What's the plan? Is that it? All right, Sophie, back at the top. Sophia.
Do I?
Fireball?
I don't have that. You really think I have fireball?
Maybe. I don't know.
Not when you multi-class.
Not when I multiclass. Nope.
Oh, yeah.
Not when I start this campaign. 3 levels in sorcerer, 2 levels in warlock.
Wait until you become part wizard.
I'm not doing part wizard. Sorry. I mean, if I had to pick wizard, it would definitely be divination.
I'm joking.
Do you think it would be overkill to do the wombo combo of bonus action casting Eldritch Blast?
I think you should just do Hex Eldritch Blast, personally. But if you want to use some spell slots, you go for it.
Well, I mean,
Can't you move Hex when it dies?
Yeah, that's I can't do my bonus action because bonus action I have to move Hex, so I move it to the other guy. And yeah,
I would like you do get 2 triggers of Hex with your Eldritch Blast.
Yes, I move my Hex as a bonus action to the other worm, and then I use Eldritch Blast, which is a cantrip, to hit.
Sick. It's like you did what the DM was hinting.
Ooh, does a 15 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
It does.
And this one will definitely hit for a 17.
Oh, it does. Yeah, that's a lot of
Okay.
damage.
So you're going to take 2d10 plus 6 plus 2d6. So, ooh, almost max. So 12. Again, the same number, 12.
You get
And-
Genie's Wrath on both too.
Only 1. So add 3 extra points of cold damage. And 3 necrotic. So that's...
The Hex is necrotic.
Oh, I don't get Genie's Wrath on both. Ignore that.
So you did
For some-
15, and then you did
15,
12.
and 3.
So
15,
30.
12,
30
and 3
damage.
necrotic.
Yeah, that's plenty. As you
30
easily,
damage! Damn.
easily down this Ankeg. Blast! Blast! Down it goes, bleeding on the ground. And as you guys are celebrating your newly found victory, 3 javelins come flying out of the sky.
Towards us?
Yes.
Is this a to hit?
I'm gonna just keep the combat rolling in the same initiative and everything, just so that you guys
Okay.
can have, you can keep your rage. Yeah. So first one, second one, third one. So we're gonna go from the top. Yeah, that's right. So Sophia, 19 to hit. Redwood, 20 to hit. And,
I cast shield. It doesn't hit.
okay. Well, 2 hit. Okay. Sweet. So you cast shield, the javelin deflects off, and then the other one is going to hit Redwood for a total of 4 points of piercing damage. And then the roll for Zarek was like a big mess. Our raging Cajun barbarian.
Yeah.
Boulder's Gate, the Unkegs. Make plate armor out of them for the druid. That wouldn't be too bad. I'm actually gonna. So you guys are about to get raided by some orcs, but I'm gonna take the 5-minute break before we jump into combat, if that's all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because we're
I need
halfway
to get
through.
some water.
We'll get some water and refreshments and what have you. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Hope people watching the stream are having a good time. We'll be right back.
Man, 4
After
points
these
of damage.
Pretend
That's
there's
good.
messages.
I was really hoping that water.
Excuse me if you hear any thumps or bumps on my end. I'm just moving some stuff around. I'm back.
Oh, are we back?
No, I was just saying welcome back to you.
Hi.
Oh.
I was really hoping that magic missile plus hex thing would work, but
Oh yeah, if it did, that would have been a dirty, dirty move.
yeah. I mean, I killed the guy instantly on the first turn anyway. They barely had any time to react.
Yeah.
If that had worked, we'd have had to combine it with magic mist, the darkness plant growth
And
thing.
I have a piece of pizza. And you guys.
Pizza, the finest
You
cuisine.
guys just have to enjoy me eating this piece of pizza.
Ignore my simmering jealousy.
Oh no, where did it? Oh god, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I just lost my will to live. One sec, I'll find it.
Check in the drawers.
It's in the bag of holding.
Which one?
Is it in the bag of holding or is it in the portable hole? I don't know.
It's in
Let's put them
both.
together and find out.
He cut it in half and put one half in each.
Yeah. You cut it in half and then you put those halves together, 2 halves to make a hole. Portable hole. Magic missile plus hex works? Where did you come from? Oh, were you guys complaining to Fallstar about that?
Nah. I was just saying to him that if it had worked, we'd have had to combine it with the spike growth and darkness.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that would be some nasty business if you did all that. It looks like... I mean, I got sage advice from Crawford, and he was pretty specific, so I feel confident with my decision
You're
to
probably right.
I found it. It was under the bed.
Alright. Is that everybody?
Yeah.
Back.
Okay. So out of the DM hand waves, there is a tree line. Out of the tree line, you see some orcs. And they've got javelins. There's 3 of them. And then
Awesome.
behind that, or those orcs, there's another orc who looks like he's got bigger, cooler armor on. I think he might be some kind of war chief, possibly. For some reason, he did not throw anything at you guys, so...
So he didn't throw anything at us?
He didn't, not that turn. He was busy yelling at you. He was like,
Oh.
"Rah, orcs are cool," or something.
Oh.
He
Well, I have
was
to go
screaming
show
like,
you.
"Taz Mogar," or whatever they say in Warcraft.
Well, I have to go prove him wrong.
Mm.
I'm going to
Uh,
actually roll their initiative and put them in the initiative order. Hot damn! Well,
Oh, do we have
once-
to roll a new initiative, or are we keeping it the same?
no, I'm going to just keep it. It's fine.
Okay, so the 3,
Yeah.
the 6, and the 5.
It's okay. They're just both going to go after you guys anyways, but they got to go first.
Makes sense.
Because they surprised you or whatever.
Oh.
Alright, so they're like 80 feet, or can they even throw javelins 80 feet? I don't think they can.
Let me check. I got javelins in my inventory.
Oh, they can with disadvantage. I can just say they can. I'm just going
Awesome.
to allow
Yeah.
it.
They're-
DM magic.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what I love about D&D.
You didn't see them, so they had advantage, and then they
So it's
threw-
just a straight
and then
roll
it was
and they-
straight
and
roll.
they-
Yeah, I'm just bending those rules however I need to make it happen.
Yeah, and they didn't hit one of us. They hit 2 of you. I
They hit?
believe, Yeah.
Well, Redwood took some damage, but
Oh.
Xeric didn't get hit.
Oh. Okay.
He's got surprisingly good AC.
Yeah, I got a AC of 16. So right now is a 21.
We have the same. We
It's-
have normally the same AC, 16.
Yeah, right now it's 21 until the start of my next turn. So.
I'm gonna say I'm just gonna come back to Sophie after because you already you went,
Yep.
killed the thing, and then I'm just gonna skip you this round and then we'll come back. Zarek, I'm gonna let you have your turn.
All right. So can I effectively run between the 2 normal orcs and run right up to the big orc without taking attacks of opportunity if I move right?
They're 80 feet away. What's your movement?
Oh,
40 feet
Six-
of movement, so he has to dash as an action.
You're a barbarian.
yeah.
You're a barbarian. You have 40, right?
Yeah, 40. So if I dash, I can hit 80.
Yeah, which will just put you in front of the javelins,
Uh,
not the...
I would
War
recommend
chief.
not raging, because then you'll immediately lose it.
I'm still raging because
Yeah,
I hope you have some long range attacks.
I do. Javelins.
As a bonus action?
well, you can't dash then. Oh,
I'm going to move 40 feet and throw 2 javelins at them.
sick.
Oh. Sick. That makes more sense.
Let's
yeah.
do it. These
First
orcs don't have a lot of
javelin.
hit points, so
Mm.
I have a
There's
feeling
a
you
22 hit.
will. Yeah.
This is raging, so
Indeed.
that's 9 damage.
Do you get rage on that?
Oh, what? Javelins?
Yeah.
I
If
thought
not, then it's just
I thought I
7.
would. I kept saying you do, and then you guys.
It's strength weapons. It's
That's
like,
what I thought.
It's heavy weapons. Yeah.
I thought that
Yeah.
you did get
So you
it, and then
can't do
someone was
that.
saying you didn't, and I was like, what?
Well, then that's just 7 damage, followed up by...
Oh,
Does a 17
it is
hit?
7? I wanted to give it to you. 16 does hit, yeah.
I mean, you're the DM. You make the rules.
9.
9 or 11.
If it is rage, then that
Oh,
would be
same
20.
guy though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, 16 damage is a dead orc. Thump, thump, ugh!
Wow.
Drops to the ground. That was easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right, Redwood, you're 80 feet away from these guys.
would my shield have ended, or
Not until it's your turn.
yeah, not until it's my turn.
I'm gonna.
I think you're okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my funky stick to summon 2 lions.
Ooh, sick. That's like the second time I've said sick now today.
Third, probably.
Invisibility plus breath weapon? That's what Falstar's telling you to do. Why is that good? You don't get advantage on your breath weapon. Do they just not get their dex save?
They have disadvantage on dex saves.
If you're invisible?
Yeah.
I'm curious
For the
why he
breath
thinks that's
weapon,
a
at least.
horrifying
Yeah.
build. It sounds good. It doesn't sound
They don't
bad.
know what's gonna happen, so
Okay.
disadvantage.
So you summoned 2 lions. Do you need me to give you the stats, or you got her on?
Oh, I
D&D
have
yet?
them up.
Sick. That's the 3rd time now. I can't stop it. I'm just gonna keep saying sick over and over.
Just say
66, sick,
Epic.
sick.
Ah,
something else
sick.
that's not
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sick.
say bossum or something.
Yeah. Dope.
Amazing.
Wicked
Now
sick.
tastic.
Totally tubular. Totally
Radical, man.
totally tuber tubular, man.
Yeah, tubertugular. It sounds like a vein in your neck. How far away can you cast that spell?
What's that? Oh.
60 feet.
Oh, okay. So you could move up and then put lions
What are
right on
lions'
their
movement
doorstep.
speeds? They could just move as her
Yeah,
move action.
it's like 50, so I'll just make sure they're as close as possible. But at least
Well-
I'll keep them 20 feet away.
Well, they get their turn, so
Yeah.
you can have them run up and
They
fight.
go after me.
Does she control
Sounds
the
good.
lion's movement with her movement, or they just have 2 separate turns?
I think they have 2 separate ones, and they should technically roll initiative, but I like to just put it after because it's easier for me to manage.
Yeah. Okay.
Fair. So end my turn, and I'll have the 2 lands pounce on 1 poor orc.
All right. Let's see if this guy lives.
Give me a strength saving throw.
How many? 2?
I'm only targeting 1.
Yeah, but
So-
two strength saves for each lion?
No, for the orc.
No, I mean each lion is going to make a strength.
They have to succeed a strength saving throw, or else they're gonna be knocked prone. 'Cause
Oh,
they
you like
pounced.
pounced on him. Oh, I see. So
Yeah, it's like
Orcs
the
are actually
second.
pretty strong, and he rolled. The first roll was a 16.
Oh yeah, that passes.
Does the other guy have to do
Does
it too?
Well, one guy is dead.
Yeah,
One
there's
guy's
total.
dead. There's 2 left and 2 lions. So I figured you pounce on each of them.
Or do you want to double up?
Yeah.
All right, I'll roll for the other guy. Oh, he rolls even better. 17.
Oh man.
Man, if only we had a cantrip that could lower their saving throw by a D4.
If only.
If only.
Couldn't you? Oh no, I guess you can't take a cantrip as a.
If only we had a beautiful, very kind sorcerer that had that one particular cantrip.
If only.
If
If
only you
only.
had. If only you had Bane.
If only I had Mind Slipper, of which I do.
And then there was one.
I'm rolling claw attack.
Sick. Why did I say sick again? Anyways, they both hit.
Totally tubular.
Totally tubular.
Tubular.
You can roll that sweet damage.
Totally tubtacular.
Mm.
Oh boy. What? How did that happen?
These lions suck.
Alright,
They're
one
just
of
not
them
used to
has 8
existing
damage on them
yet.
now. He's getting mauled. He looks bad. He looks bloodied. And they're kind of freaking out because they're like, what? Now there's lions?
Now there's lions.
First, it was an angry dragonborn throwing 2 javelins and killing a guy outright, and now there are lions eating someone.
Is that it for the lions?
Yeah.
Alright. Sophia, you can have your turn.
Okay, my shield ends. Bonus action: attach the hex that I've been concentrating onto one of the orcs.
Yep.
Okay, and then
Oh! Actually,
what?
you know what? I missed it, but now that I think about it, when you got hit with acid, you should have rolled concentration. But that's okay. I missed it, so you can just keep your concentration. Go ahead.
Okay. So.
There's a bloodied orc and a fine orc and a chieftain in the back.
I'm gonna handle the chieftain.
Mm,
Probably.
I'm just. All right. You know what? Which one's bloodied?
One of the regular orcs.
Mauled.
The one being mauled? Coffee's got that one. Is the other one the chieftain? Or is there only 2? Or 3?
There's 3, I think.
There's a hurt orc, a healthy orc, and a chieftain.
Got it. I'll take, yeah. You know what? I'll just fire 2 Eldritch Blasts at the healthy orc. I got this one. Boom. Go. Okay. 17. And one more hit. That's a nat 1 for a 7.
Oh,
So,
wow.
only
Sorry,
one-
who were you attacking?
The healthy one.
Well, you hit with one of those.
I'll add Genie's Wrath to the one that I did hit.
Alright, 3 damage guaranteed.
Oh my god. How did I roll a 4?
What are you guys doing?
That's
Just rolling
total
all the
7
nat
from
ones today.
Genie's Wrath.
It looks like you got some acid
Wait.
in your eye.
Do I have it? Do I have that meta magic? Can I... did I take it? Please tell me I took it.
You got the
Damn it, I
hex,
didn't take it.
the hex thing, don't you?
No. There's a meta magic that makes it to where I can re-roll damage.
Empowered.
Empowered. I didn't take it.
You definitely have to do it before you roll, though.
No. It states that empowered. You can see the roll of the damage and tell yourself, I can re-roll that.
Oh,
It
wow.
just has to be done
Yeah.
before the DM says anything.
Yeah, it has to be done before. Well, I mean, you could just re-roll the damage. It doesn't matter what the DM says or not.
Yeah, what would the DM say? That something
It's
died, I
dead or
guess?
not.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
but that's it. Damn.
You didn't do the hex thing and you don't have a bonus action?
No, I did the hex thing. I moved the hex. Oh, right, hex. I have to do hex.
And then hex damage. Oh.
I forgot about that.
Oh, minimum.
1 again?
It's enough to
Sadness.
bloody it now. 7 damage would not have bloodied it. 8 damage will. So there you go.
We have
There's a visible effect on that.
I'll use my movement, my 30 feet of movement, to see if can I get within 60 feet of range with 30 feet of movement?
No.
I think-
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Wait,
math.
Probably.
Yeah, math. 8 minus 3 is 6. Yes, I can get within 60 feet. So,
I'm in the barbarian mindset. Math is evil.
but yeah, I'll use my 30 feet of movement to get within 60 feet,
Alright.
and I'll end my turn,
Okay.
getting my reaction back.
The 2 orcs that are in fighting combat with the lions are going to pull out they're going to drop their javelins, pull out their great axes and go swinging. One on each lion. First lion's going to take... Oh, that's a 23 to hit. Second lion, that is a 37. That's a 7. Just a 7.
Yeah, that does not hit.
I was like 37. Damn.
What the heck kind of weapons are they wielding?
These really
Where can I
weak
get 6
Orcs.
of them?
They die to like 20 damage, but yeah, they got a weapon that does. That can. You get a
that
plus
gives a
15
plus
to hit.
13 to hit.
Yeah. Oh wow. So the one that did connect though almost rolled max damage. It did the 14 slashing damage with that great axe on the lion. So one of your lions is. I don't know if it's bloodied. Is it bloodied? Okay. One of them is not feeling so good about that. Oh god. The war chief sees you guys coming and he starts like stepping back a bit. He's gonna take about 20 feet back. So now he's like maybe 30, 40 feet more than the other orcs. He's gonna whip out a spear and he's gonna chuck it. With disadvantage. Because he sucks. But he gets 2 attacks, so yeah, let's throw some spears. Technically you can't draw 2 spears, but I let you guys draw 2 javelins, so we're gonna do it. First attack on the hurt lion is a 10. And then that one. So nothing. He's not gonna do a whole lot. He does not look like he wants to stay here.
He's going to do a lot, and it's called dying.
That's true. He doesn't do a lot of that. Zarek, it is your turn.
Is he within 40 feet of me?
The war chief?
Yeah.
He's 50 feet behind the regular orcs. So
you should be 40 feet in front of the regular orcs.
So you're 90
you're
feet
60.
from the war chief.
Oh, did he move 50?
He was already like 20-ish
feet
feet
back.
back. He was like 20 feet. Now he
you're
backed
like
up.
80. You're like 80 feet away. Yeah.
All right, I'm just going to run around the 2 fighting normal orcs and move my max speed towards the war chief before throwing 2 more javelins at him.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
I assume a 10 doesn't hit.
A 10 does not hit. He knocks the javelin out of the
How
air.
about a 23?
Then he catches the other one in his chest. Roll damage. Six points of damage to the war chief. He doesn't look too fazed by it though. It's not a whole lot of damage to the war chief.
I still have my rage up. That's all that matters.
That's true. That's the big
Just gotta
thing.
get close enough to cut him up. That's my turn.
All right. Next up is Redwood and your lions.
Sweet, I'm pretty much just gonna dash so I could get closer to the chief.
Just gonna leave these
And
you guys
then,
with me. All right.
And your 2 lion
and then
puppets.
I see how it is.
I'll bonus action healing word on which of
I'm
my
fine.
pals is more hurt.
I am
Oh,
down
I see.
11.
I see what you're trying to heal the lions. That makes more sense.
No, why would I heal them? They're fine.
Are they? You said one of them was bloody.
Yeah,
It's
but
fine.
the lions are disposable. How injured are
Gee,
you,
like-
Sophia?
I'm like 4 HP down. I didn't get hit that much.
Yeah, I'm down 11 HP, but you probably should heal the lions.
They're doing more work than we are.
I mean, subjectively.
I think you
we're
should
doing
just attack. You should attack Zarek to keep his rage up.
You don't need to do that because I got a javelin off.
I think you should. You probably should, just to be safe.
No.
Yeah, just attack him. Kill him. Kill him
Send
with
the
fire.
berserker into a frenzy and have him turn hostile.
Wait, you're a berserker barbarian?
No.
Oh, what are you?
Bear totem.
Totem.
I'm healing the lion.
Oh,
It's how I resist everything short of psychic.
Oh. Yeah, never go berserker. No, getting
I love having
exhaustion
like
from
6 points of exhaustion. It's the best.
Yeah. If your ability can kill you, it's not good.
You're saying is
Yeah.
when Zurich dies, I need to build a berserker out of spite.
Sure. Do
Have fun
whatever.
with that.
Yeah, you do you, my friend.
So
do you.
that's Redwood's turn now to the lands. They're gonna bite their limbs off.
All right, they're both hurt, so you might have a good
Dark,
chance here
Redwood.
finishing them off.
Damn!
They really want to bite their limbs off.
Ooh, yeah, they both hit.
They're hungry.
Hungry.
Hungry like the lion, like the wolf.
Man.
All right, what about the other one? That's not enough. That one is still alive. The other one, easily mauled and dead. On the ground, bloodied, chewed.
Delicious.
Is the one that is dead, was the one that I hexed?
Let's say no. Let's say you're hexing the one that's still standing.
Okay, because I was hexing the one that didn't take any damage at all.
They were both equally hurt when those lions came down, and I did not. I don't remember who's who. I wasn't really keeping track of
It's
the
fine.
order, so I'm giving it to you. You
Yeah,
can
that
have
makes
hex.
sense. Yeah. Well, I mean, I wanted to move it, but
Can you move it if it?
I can move it on my bonus action. Yeah, but
Yeah, you can move
I'm
it
fine with
anyways. You can move it
Uh,
anyways, can't you?
No, it has to be a bonus action.
All right, then it's
Actually,
dead.
I'll keep it. I won't. I have a plan, a strategy. I need my hex to stay.
Okay,
So
it's your
keep it on the
choice.
live one. Yeah, it's my choice. My choice.
I thought I was helping you, but then I realized
No.
there was a reason to not want it, and I was. Either way,
there's a
it's
reason why
Sophia's
I want to
turn
keep
now.
the hex on that guy.
What would you like to do, Sophia?
Oh well. I am going to move 10 feet up, so I'm within 100 feet of the big bad.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no. Now I'm within 90 feet. Yes, because I was with 100 feet before. Now I'm within 90 feet. Yep. So then I'm going to cast. Oh no. Damn. What's 100 minus 30?
100 minus 30 is 70.
70.
Yeah.
Is the big chieftain guy? Is he 100 feet away from me? Because I thought he was, but
I don't know. Probably.
I thought because I moved up 60
I think
feet,
you were 60
closer to
to the regular.
60, and
orcs.
then he moved 40 feet back from the original line. So 6, 7,
I think
8,
you're 100.
so
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, damn it. I'm just out of range. Ooh, do I have distant? No, I don't think I got that. No, I didn't.
You gotta take that feat. Get more meta magic.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing when we finally level up one. I'm gonna
It'll
do it.
happen. The other
I
team
want
leveled to 6 recently.
It was my plan all along. I feel like this guy doesn't have a high intelligence. I'm going to.
Talking about the DM?
Yes.
Ooh.
Sure, you have a great intelligence. I will. Quicken cast Tasha's Mind Whip with 2 sorcery points. I believe that's the spell I'm thinking of. Yes. So make an intelligence saving throw, DC 14.
What are you casting?
Tasha's Mind Whip.
Whip.
I don't know what that is. It sounds nasty.
I'll explain it to you if you succeed or fail.
But how am I supposed to fudge the dice then?
You already know the DC.
Yeah, DC
face.
14.
No, yeah, I know, but
How am I supposed to fudge the dice then?
yeah, he fails it.
He
You're good.
fails? Awesome! Okay. So he takes 3d6 psychic damage.
All
Okay.
right. He's immune to
That's not-
psychic.
Wow, I rolled 3 2. No, I thought I rolled 3 2s. No, I rolled 2 2s and a 3. Damn. Okay. Now, he cannot take reactions until the end of its next turn. Moreover, on its next turn, it must choose whether to get a move action, an action, or a bonus action. It it can only get one of these three. That's it.
That is
So-
nasty.
Yep, you only get a move action, a bonus action, or an action, and you can't get reactions until the start, until the end of your next turn.
Super no actions for this guy.
Yeah.
All right.
And that was my bonus action. As my action, I will cast Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. And then I started blasting.
What was the
on
spell?
the-
What was the spell
the
you
hex-
cast? Tasha's
Eldritch Blast.
Mind Whip.
Tasha's Mind Whip.
Cool.
Yeah. I cast it as a bonus action.
I'm guessing
So then
that's
I
in
will-
Tasha's. Yeah, that's my fault for not reading all the Tasha spells.
Then I'll hit Eldritch Blast on the guy that I hexed. So
Oh, and it does nothing if it passes? Wow, that's...
yeah. So 18.
Hey, yeah,
I
you're
mean,
good.
you take damage if it passes, but that's it. And 15 to hit the guy that was hexed.
The turn must make... On a failed save, it takes damage and can't take... Moreover, on its turn, it must
Yeah, it does nothing. I think. Yeah, you're right. It does nothing if it
take
succeeds.
half damage. Oh,
Oh,
and no other effects. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
so it's
A
pretty
15,
powerful.
15 does not hit. This guy's got
15 and 18.
chainmail.
Got it. So you're going to take. I'm going to Genie's Wrath this for an extra 3 points. So
Yeah,
there you go.
definitely.
You take 8 points of damage. 8 points of force damage. Oh wait, and an extra D6 from Hex, which is a 2.
I thought Hex was on the...
No, I'm targeting the hexed one as my bonus as my action. I said hit the guy with Tasha's Mind Whip, and then I target the guy that's hexed.
Well, okay. Well, then the first attack is gonna definitely hit. The second attack would also hit the regular orc, but he's dead after the first hit, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
He was on
Okay.
death's door. He was
Okay.
just mauled by a
Cool.
Leon.
We can say that the first one hit,
And then
and
the
then I
second
tried
one
to
is
hit the captain, and it missed.
yeah, that makes sense to me. Captain's like, nope, I'm good. But the other guy explodes, like erupts in guts. He's like,
Cool.
oh, super
Yeah.
dead.
Ugh, man.
You turned his chest into mist.
All right, so the war chief, it's his turn.
What's he gonna do? Move action, or bonus action?
Yeah, he's gonna move. He's gonna run away another 30 feet,
Cool.
but he can't dash or attack or anything, so he's just running.
Okay.
That's it.
How
Does
far
it keep affecting him? I don't think so. Just the one turn.
No.
right?
It just ends. It's like one turn thing.
Yeah, he still doesn't have his reactions though. That's
No,
okay.
he doesn't get his reactions until the end of his next turn.
Okay, cool. It is now your guys' turn. I have trouble remembering how many feet away
I
you are
go
for
first.
everybody.
Alright, can I reach him without dashing? Yay, nay?
I don't think so. He
80
just
feet of
moved
dash moves.
30, so I mean, he would have to have been 10 feet away from you.
Which he wasn't. He was like 20 feet away from you or something.
Okay, so he's 60 so whatever. I'm gonna move up as close as I can without dashing. How far away is he? Is he within breath attack?
Let's say yes. Sure.
So that means he's 15 feet away.
Anybody who wants to move closer is only 30 feet away from him. That's my new
I
rule.
know for a fact that he is now 130 feet away from me. I've been keeping track of where he is from
All
me.
right. That's fine. If
Coffee-
you want to keep away from him, you can. So yeah, Zarek, you're like 30 feet away, so you can breath weapon him. Go for it.
Breath weapon as a... It is 30 feet, so... Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna dash up to him and just stand in front of him with my great axe drawn and just growl at him. I'm going
Yep.
to kill you now.
You lose your rage.
All right. Unless he
That's
attacks you.
unless... Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless
yeah,
Redwood
It's even
attacks
got a
him.
breath weapon.
But
I decided against it. Also, if the war chief runs, that means I get attack of opportunity and would regain my rage.
That's true. You do notice though, as you finish your run, that the tree line was where these guys were. You're now like in some like, I don't know why there's a tree
Open
line. It's
field.
mountains. Whatever. I don't care. There's trees. Deal with it. And you guys
Yeah.
are in some deep rough. It's a
like
little
the
bit
tree line
roughagey
before the
there now.
mountains.
You guys are in
It's-
some of that sweet roughage.
Awesome.
Redwood.
So is he at least 60 feet away?
From you?
From you,
Sure.
Yeah.
Did you move from the orcs that you killed?
Yeah, she went
Yeah,
past them, remember?
I
Well,
dashed.
you dashed, so that you would be. God, keeping track. I was 60 feet away. I was 120.
You're more than 30 feet away from him, but if you move close enough, you can get pretty darn close.
Okay, so
You know, I'm gonna use my movement to get even closer. I'm gonna sword whip him.
Okay, sounds good. 14 does not hit. We know that 15 does not hit. He has chain mail armor. As you go to
This'll make
whip
a good
against him,
loop
and
when we kill him.
thorns go wrap around his arm, but then slide off as it just shreds at his armor and not his flesh. Is that your turn?
yeah, he should be like 130 feet away from.
He's pretty far from you.
Yeah, because he's 60 feet. He's like 60 feet away from the original orcs.
All
and
that
then-
matters to me is that there's currently 2 people like right in front of him, and then
Yeah.
you're sniping him from far
Yeah,
away.
I'm sniping him. I'm trying to I'll move 10 feet so Eldritch Blast can hit.
All right.
Wait, whose turn is it?
The lion's
Ew.
turn.
Oh, mine. Oh,
The lions.
No.
Yeah, it's the
Oh.
lions.
The lions.
I figured they were just having
Are-
a snack.
I don't know what
Was
the
there
lions.
50 feet of movement? Can they get to the chief?
I'm gonna say no because he's moved back at least twice.
So it should be 60 feet.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's at best 60 feet away.
You can dash in, and you guys could just like be right up in this guy's
Around him.
face.
And then beat him
Yeah,
to the
I'll
neck.
have the lions dash and like run behind him to prevent him from going even more away.
Okay, sounds good. He's surrounded now by lions and people and bears. Oh my! Well,
An angry dragonborn.
you're not a bear yet. Eldritch Blast, go for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't do machine gun Eldritch Blast anymore, but I will move my hex as my bonus action to the other guy.
So is the range on that 120 as well?
Well, I mean, I could just move up first, 90 feet. So yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's now 130 feet away from me, so I'll just move up, using my full movement to be 100 feet within him, and then hex, and then Eldritch Blast is 120 feet. So.
I thought you just said Hex was 90.
No, hex is 90 feet. Eldritch Blast is 120.
And he's 100 feet away, so you can't do Hex.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
he's
right. I caught myself in my own trap.
You said it so assuredly. I was like, but you said you're 100 feet away, and it's not.
This is
Oh.
why you need Spell Sniper and Distant Casting.
Oh, you just need to move forward more. It's okay. Just
Well, I
shoot.
can't
Just
move
shoot him the
forward
one
more.
turn. You can worry
Yeah,
about next turn.
So, yes, that's true. Well, man, I don't have many sorcery points. This sucks. I can't quicken.
Only you had a rod that could cast spells, but you.
If only. No. Anyway, Eldritch Blast.
Blast! Gotcha.
Blast. That's a 18 to hit.
Oh, yeah,
And
you're
the second
good.
One is 25.
Definitely. Is that
Yeah,
a critical?
you're going to and Genie's Wrath for one of them because I'm frustrated. Awesome. 12 points and so wait, ignore and that's a 1. So
Oh boy.
so it's so it's 4 points of force damage and 15 points of force damage.
Well,
Oh.
it's 16 points of force damage and 3 points of cold damage. Either way, he takes a slew of damage, but he's still standing, and he starts to smile. He has this big, bright smile, and you guys notice that, like, where he's run to, where he's standing, you thought he was just, like, standing there, but he's actually holding some kind of a lever, and on his turn, he pulls this lever. Luckily, Sophia too far away. Everybody else, completely all around him is just the ground gives way about 20 feet all around. So the 4 of you, because I'm counting the lions as people, fall down into this pit. I'm going to have you each take a d6 of fall damage, if you can just roll with
Sniper
it.
survives. He's gonna go home
Question.
and electrocute
Can I make an athletics check to try and drag him down into the hole with me as I fall?
You wouldn't be close enough.
Sure.
I'm
Sure, we can do a contest.
I should be. I'm right up next to him in physical. I could hit him in one on my turn.
Sure.
I don't know why Genie's Wrath is always added to my attacks.
Does he pass a 22?
Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, no, you beat him. You beat him on his. He has a ton of strength as well, but frick, yeah, that's a 20-something.
I'm beating this man to death. There's no way around it.
So yeah, he gets dragged into the hole as well. He tries to hold onto the lever, and he's like, whoa, and he rolls into the pit. So he'll take a d6 as well, and each of you can take a d6. This d6 damage will keep your rage up, which is the important part.
Cool.
Although now he's going to fight you in the pit, because he was going to stand there and watch you guys, but now he gets, like, the lever is a free action, so now he's going to fight you on top of that. So yeah, if Redwood, you could roll a d6 damage for...
Now he's just trapped himself in a hole.
A very angry.
Well, you just wait. I'm going to roll the... Yeah, so if Redwood, you can do a d6 to yourself and a d6 to each lion, and then Zarek, if you can do a d6 that you'll have to yourself.
That's 3 damage.
The chieftain takes some damage as well.
Man. I don't have levitate. That's a sad thing.
Don't worry. I can throw coffee out.
I mean, I could just go over to the hole and just spam Eldritch Blasts at the guy. He's
so,
a few turns.
As you land into this pit, I guess you don't notice right away, but you will notice very shortly. The chieftain will raise his great axe and attack our barbarian friend with 2 swing-a-ding-dings.
swing-a-ding-dings.
The first attack, the 2 attacks we've got, a 16 and a 14 on the barbarian.
Only
you have 7.
Hits. I have an AC of 16.
Oh, so one of them hits?
Only one.
Okay, 1 hit. Let's see how much damage you take. 5 points. Wait, why is there extra damage on here? Sorry, there's a little more damage. Oh, 11 points. So only 5 after everything's said and done. I don't know why his great axe does 2 dice worth of damage. Fancy War Chief.
Great axes normally do a d12.
Yeah, he does a d12 plus 4 plus a d8. I don't know why there's an extra d8.
Is he a paladin?
It's just, that's the stats on his great axe. He just...
Damn.
He's a very grumbly guy.
Oh,
I see. It's because he has an ability called Grunge Fury.
It's an orcish fury.
He has an orcish thing that just every one of his attacks has an extra damage onto it. Technically, the spears would have done more too had they hit, but he missed with them pretty aggressively. So as his turn finishes, you guys notice that you're not alone in this pit, and bubbling up in the muck, in the earth, you notice this like orange ooze kind of like slowly creeping towards you guys. They're pretty big, these things, and there's 3 of them in the pit. I'm going to say 1 is tied up with those 2 lions, 1's on our barbarian orc combo, and 1's dealing with Redwood. And I let you know that right before you guys get your turns. You now have 3 ochre jellies also in the middle of this whole shebang, making things a little more interesting.
Zero's gonna focus on the problem in front of him and rip him to shreds with 2 great axes.
I don't know why I can't hear you quite right now. Did you move away from your mic?
I'm sorry, I had my mic off to the side.
Oh, okay. I thought it was me. I thought I picked up.
All right, so reckless attack.
Does he have to? He has to make a con save.
Oh yeah, you have broken bones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Make your con save.
See if your ribs screw you.
DC 10.
Yeah, you're good.
You're fine.
Do those hit? Do those rolls hit?
Yeah. 20 hits.
That's 10 slashing damage.
This is to the chieftain, right?
Oh yeah, I'm ripping into his face.
Okay, yeah, he takes it all to the body. He's not bloodied yet. You gotta hit him again.
Does that hit?
10 does not hit. No.
Mm,
How did
wanna
you
roll
manage that?
A D20. It's just a straight D20 to see if you. Oh wait, you didn't kill him yet.
yeah.
Right, you gotta kill him. That's weird.
No, what would be weird is if every time I hit something, money rolled out.
Money
that
came
would
out.
be a little.
That would be
something.
amazing.
That would break the economy.
I think we'd call that like
Like
I don't know. I imagine it being like a slot machine. Like every time you
the spell
attack.
flesh to stone. It's just flesh to gold, or the Midas axe.
All right, Redwood. It is your turn, and there is an ochre jelly. This orange. It's big. As it starts to like move and ooze out of the ground, you notice it's a large size. It's taking up a good chunk of the pit. The chief wanted to see you guys all get eaten by these things, but it looks like he might also get attacked. What would you like to do, Redwood?
Did you guys
That's
skip
not
my
good.
turn?
Skip your turn?
Did we skip my turn? No. Oh, I'm after Redwood and the Lions, right?
Yes, you are.
I feel like it would be about time to summon the unicorn.
All right, sounds good. The whole pit is lit up with unicorn magic. Vroom.
And I'm gonna put a healing spirit on, like, next to our barbarian, so
Oh.
that, like, consistent healing.
I hate to. You know what? I might rule of cool it, but I believe you just tried to do 2 bonus actions.
Oh yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah. You have to do healing spirit first, then do unicorn, because unicorn only lasts a round.
No, unicorn's permanent.
No?
Is it? Oh, I don't know how unicorn works.
It's a part of her Druid of the Shepherd thing. Every time she casts a healing spell, there's additional healing. There's a bunch of other weird, never comes up things. Like I think you have advantage on certain saving throws or something like that.
Yeah, I know that every time the healing spirit activates, it won't trigger the unicorn, but like at least in the initial.
Yeah,
summon
I'm gonna
of the
give you the
healing
first
spirit.
one. So I'm gonna,
The
you know what? I'm
unicorn.
gonna say you can do it. Whatever. I'm gonna let you just do it this one time because you've already rolled. So you did that to the barbarian? To Zarek?
Yeah.
All right. So Zarek heals 11 points, and you also heal 5, and both lions heal 5.
Excellent.
Everybody within 30 feet of that unicorn totem, which would be everyone but
Me, who's
Sophia.
like 100 feet away.
And technically, you wouldn't heal the enemies either because you can choose. But yeah, still, you healed up your lion buddies, which is pretty sweet. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right, your lions. They're currently
the lions will be biting the cheese.
Bite it.
Be
But-
taking a
but-
bite of
but
the
bite it.
cheese.
Yeah. Roll to hit.
All by myself.
Are you doing the claw or the bite?
I'm doing the bite.
The bite. Okay. Yeah, those both hit. You can roll some damage. All by myself. How much damage is that? 9 points.
Hold on,
9
guys,
points
I'm
of
coming.
piercing as you pierce into this jelly, try to bite into it. It's kind of rubbery and oily. I mean, you don't know that. It's the lions that know that, but they look like they're biting into something rubbery and oily from a distance.
Delicious.
From a distance.
Is it the end of your turn?
Quick question.
Yes?
Do the ooze have a smell?
I think so. They
Depends on
smell
the ooze.
kind of. It smells a little bit like the mix of like mud, like fresh mud, like deep, rich, earthy smell, but also like a metallic rust at the same time. So it has this like contrasting, like natural and manufactured smell all in one.
Funky.
That's it for the lions. It is Sophia's turn.
All by myself, I will dash as my action and use my movement to get 60 feet. That's still not enough. Oh my god, I still have 40 feet left to go. Which means
Well, it's like a 20-foot hole, so like, yeah, if your goal is to like get to the edge of the hole but not fall in, you're like 20 feet off.
That's my goal for right now.
Yeah.
That would take my action and my movement, so...
You're pretty close.
Yeah, I'm at the edge, and...
Standing on the edge of tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't think I have any bonus actions. No. Nope. Okay, yeah, I end my turn.
Alright. It's now time for the jellies to take their turn. Oh, good jelly time! The one will, I'm gonna 50-50 it. It's gonna attack the orc. And then the other one's gonna attack Redwood, and then one of the lions are all gonna get a swing. So we'll do the orc first. That connects.
A question, how deep is the hole?
10 feet.
Okay.
You could theoretically climb out pretty easily, but...
Yeah.
But you would have to take time to do that. So
I was wondering, because if it was possible for them to attack me.
No. You're safe as long as you're outside the hole. And the war chief was planning on that, but it didn't happen. And then the ochre jelly, pseudopod, like a out of the ooze, like an arm or a tentacle just kind of fires off and slams into his back. And as he regains his balance, he is now bloodied. And then there's 2 more attacks. We're going to have one on Redwood. It is a 14. And a 20 on one of your lions.
Yeah.
I guess whichever one's still hurt, but I think you healed it mostly. Are they both full?
One of them is full. The other one is a little bit hurt.
A little bit hurt? We'll go after the little bit hurt one. Not that it would really know, but I don't think it matters a lot. So you say it. Does 11 bludgeoning damage with another 6 acid damage, so 17 points total as it goes and it slams into that lion. Is it still standing? I don't know how many hit points the lion
has. It's on death's door, but still living.
Still alive.
Damn.
All right, cool.
That's a
hardy lion.
Hardy lion.
Has a heart of the lion. The war chief gets his turn now as he finally shakes it off top of the order. Swings in on Zarek, who I believe reckless, so he's going to have rage, or not rage.
He has advantage, yes.
Advantage on you. We have a 15 to hit.
That misses.
And a natural 20.
If only we had a grave cleric.
If only. Whatever.
So it's going to do 2 of these, plus 4. It does 14... 24, so 12 points of damage as he cleaves down into you, gets a good chunk. You're still not bloodied, though. You're like, whatever, but it did some damage to you. Kind of annoyed you a bit. Zarek, it is your turn.
Since he annoyed me so greatly, he's going to die. Reckless.
All right.
You're being very cocky.
Don't get cocky.
Don't get cocky, kid.
23, yeah, you're
Star
good.
Wars reference.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Star Wars.
16 damage.
That's a lot of damage. He's still standing, though. You're going to have to swing again.
What the?
19 is good, though.
Okay, yeah, that showed up weird on my screen. Ignore it. There we go.
I'm going to ignore what's on your screen, yep.
Yeah. 12 damage.
More points of damage.
Oh wait,
boy.
you should roll a con save to see if you even get a turn.
That's true.
You don't know.
Roll that con save. You're good.
Damn, nice. You're fine.
Yeah, you slash into this guy. You chunk him. He's bleeding. He's like gored and just staring at you. He's not dead, though. He's not dead.
Oh, man.
Not dead yet.
Not
But
dead
he's
yet.
super close, like he is on death's door. Redwood, what would you like
What
to
do you
do?
need? I think I could take down the orc barbarian. The orc.
You're gonna fight
Yes,
Zarek?
I'll.
I can fight him from up 10 feet.
Yes, I'll whip this thing of jelly.
Jelly?
Alright, whip him. Whip it good.
Whip him real good.
What kind of damage is that?
Piercing, I think. Or
That's-
slashing? I'm not sure.
Yeah, piercing.
Alright, 18 points. Or not 18 points, 18 hits.
Oh, she's doing Thorn Whip. Nice.
4 damage. It's a large creature. Can you pull large creatures?
Larger or I believe it's size large or smaller.
Okay. I mean, you're gonna pull it towards you, which it's already towards you, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're all just in a big hole with some oozes anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna heal with the healing spirit? Or I guess technically it should have healed at the beginning of Zarek's turn, right?
As well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright,
how much
so-
speed do I regain? Or is
Just roll a 1d6.
Plus your wisdom mod or no? Is it just a D6?
No, don't think
Is it
so.
just a D6?
I think it's just a d6.
Okay, that I'm might be thinking of life cleric stuff. They're pretty good. Oh, you gain 1 HP.
I thought. Is that
Small
really
cuts
all you get?
heals
Oh,
over.
wow.
So useful.
Oh, I
small
could've-
cut scabs over. That's it.
That's okay. It heals like a bunch of times, so.
Yeah, it heals 1 plus her wisdom modifier. So whatever that is.
The plus
So
3.
she can only do it 4 times.
So,
So that's
No,
46 total. After
No,
the course
sorry.
What?
Why is it plus?
that's how often it can be done.
That's how often it can be done, because Healing Spirit changed. If you didn't know that.
Yeah, no, I know, but it still only heals the one hit
No,
point.
I mean over the
Yeah, yeah.
period of time. It can only heal
How
4
many-
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you said 1d6 plus the modifier.
No,
but
no,
it's
no.
like
I'm thinking
times
of
the
life
modifier.
clerics. No.
Times the modifier. Yeah.
No. That
Alright. Lions. Or, sorry, you can do something as your bonus action still. If you want. You could cast Healing Word. If you want.
Or cast
Oh.
Spectral Weapon? Spiritual?
Would it be worth it though?
I don't know. Do you have any cantrips that deal damage?
I just use a cantrip that dealt damage.
Oh, right. Bonus. You don't have anything like Shillelagh?
Nah.
You do have Shillelagh,
Oh.
but it's not helpful.
Yeah, that's my turn. I'll have the lance bitey bite on the ooze.
Sounds good. Bitey bite. 14? Yeah, they have very low DC. You're just going to always hit. So go ahead.
I feel like they have a low intelligence.
They have a lot of things. They're just like dumb oozes.
Yeah. Dum.
Oh, I can't wait to see what happens when I cut them in half.
13. So that's a lot of damage, but it doesn't look bloodied. Although I don't know how you would know from a jelly. It's not
It just
jiggling like it
looks
used to.
Ooze. It's oozing out material.
Yeah, Sophia.
Okay. Well, if I were to drop down, I would take a d6 of damage, right?
You could kind of climb down.
I just want to get down there as fast as possible.
Okay,
don't
well,
care.
I guess you could jump. How's your strength?
I cast Armor of Agathis and jump down without caution.
Well, do you want to jump down and then cast Armor of Agathis?
I was hoping that the impact of Armor of Agathis would save me from the damage, but I guess
Sure, you can do it that way.
If I can make an acrobatics check to stop the damage.
Well,
I don't
Could
know.
always
I would-
just shoot down into the hole.
Don't you want to keep the temporary hit points though?
I it was just an idea. But yeah, I guess I could just, you know what? I'm not doing that. I'm not jumping down. I'm just going to cast Eldritch. I'm going to. The hex was.
Blast.
Yeah, I'll move. Did I already move my hex?
I believe the hex is still on. Oh no, it isn't. Yeah, you got to move
Yeah,
it
I
to the
moved it
Warchief.
to the guy. So, I'm going to fire my Eldritch Blast.
All right.
Blast.
Warchief ill prepared for Eldritch blasting.
21.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, I'll just roll for damage first to see if it kills him. I'll add Genie's Wrath to this one.
Sounds good.
Cool. That's a 15 points of damage. Is he dead?
He is dead.
Okay, I'll attack the other ooze then.
He dies, and like as he's dying, Zarek's like trying to use his axe to like somehow get the final blow, but it doesn't work.
No. Nope.
Kill thief.
Kill steal.
That's basically my whole role throughout this game.
Can I ask which jelly you're attacking? There's one on Zarek, one on Redwood, and one fighting the lions.
I'll take out the lion one.
All right, go for it. That definitely
18
hits.
to hit.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. It's going to take 6 force damage.
Woo!
Whoa!
It now looks bloodied. It looks like it's
Awesome.
oozing ooze.
Oozy.
Oh
It
wait!
tastes
it'll-
different
oh,
when
damn!
you bite it.
Damn it! Wait! I can use my bonus action to move my hex. I would have used my bonus action after. Either way, the jelly's not going to get hexed. But that jelly now is hexed.
Okay.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So the lion jelly is hexed. Okay.
The lion
sounds
jelly
good.
is hexed. Yes.
All right, jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time.
Disadvantage on intelligence checks. Because why not?
What?
Hex gives disadvantage on checks of my choosing. So disadvantage on intelligence checks.
Okay. Ochre jelly. We got one of them attacking Zarek this time, legitimately attacking you. One attacking Sylvie. No, sorry, one attacking Redwood and one attacking a lion. So it's gonna be a 15 on Zarek, which I'm pretty sure misses, and then a 16 on Redwood,
It doesn't hit.
and a 16 on a lion.
Ouchie. I hope it's the not almost dead one.
Oh, it's gonna hit the same one, yeah.
Oh damn. Rest in peace.
It didn't do very much damage though. 7 points total.
It's dead. It had 2 HP.
Ah, well, you got one lion left, and they're not real anyways. They just kind of dematerialize when they die.
They're fey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. It's like a video game when when a monster dies and just kind of like fizzles,
Yeah.
turns red, and then disappears or whatever. Back at the top of the order,
So
we
sad.
got the Warchief who's dead, and then Zarek. It's your turn.
Well, here's the thing. Zarek doesn't know anything about orc jelly, so he's just gonna
Make
hit
a
him
con
with his...
save.
Ochre jelly.
You're gonna succeed, but
Ochre jelly.
Ochre jelly. Yeah, we almost
Yeah.
wished that he hadn't.
yeah.
Yeah, so now I'm gonna hit it with my axe.
Okay.
You gain HP,
Broken
don't
hip.
you? From
Oh yeah, you heal. You heal a D6.
Like yeah, you heal a D6, mate. Awesome.
Ooh.
Max.
Yep. Couple of cuts just scab over as I bring my
See,
axe down.
The cool thing though
Is
is
a
that
16 hit?
technically, if you split this jelly up and then kill the little bits, you could potentially get gold off of each one.
Yeah.
But it would be less and less, right?
No,
Or
it's 20 gold for every creature killed by it.
I
assuming
don't-
This prop.
Technically, the challenge rating is the same, I guess. I mean,
It's
I
if
could
they're
rule it that
challenge
it,
rating 1 or higher, it's 20 gold.
yeah, I could. I'm gonna rule. I'm gonna give it to you because it's more fun that way. But I could be like, oh well, you know.
Well, I
it
mean,
doesn't
you could
split.
make it to where, if it splits, the gold is split in half. So if you get one from one challenge rating 1 creature with the ooze, split it in half, each one gives 10.
Nah, that's no fun.
Yeah.
It's way more
and
fun
stuff
that
like that.
splitting it up has
But
like a
that is
secret
more fun.
advantage. I like that way better. In
Alright.
either way, when you go to attack it, you slash this thing right down the middle. I don't know how much damage you can roll damage if you want.
Sure.
And you cut
18.
right down the middle and splits into two medium-sized ochre jellies that are both staring at you now.
Zarek seeing this is like, no, and he cuts one in half again.
Yeah, go for it. Definitely hits.
And I'm not recklessing, by the way, so
Okay. Which is good because
that's
they're
9.
gonna. Yeah, that's awesome. Like when you attack, splits again. Now you've got two small-sized ochre jellies and one that's medium-sized, and then the two large ones that are still fighting Redwood and the lions.
Don't worry, next round I'm going to hit it with a breath attack and split them all up.
That's if they still are alive next round.
That's true. Redwood, your turn.
I gotta thorn whip the cheese.
Thorn whip the cheese?
Thorn whip the cheese. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Did the
hit.
cheese get thorn whipped?
Yeah. Sweet, sweet piercing damage.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. The whip
And
wraps
I'm
around.
gonna cast Healing Word on myself, cause you know what? Self-care.
Yeah.
That
Cool.
is important.
And everybody else gets 5 hit points back as well.
I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not within it, so
I think it's 30 feet and the hole is 20. So if you're at the
Yeah, it's
edge,
30
so
feet.
what do I get? 5 HP back?
yeah.
Yeah.
Unicorn
I'm back at max.
healing you up.
Zarek's on the verge
I
of
literally
max.
took like 4 damage throughout this whole combat.
I know. I tried to like throw some cool stuff at you guys, but you've just been consistently dealing with it. I mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, you guys are kind of higher level than this stuff should be. But I thought maybe the massive amount would eventually wear you down.
Yeah,
It might.
It might.
It might.
Maybe.
We'll see. The lion.
Find out.
Lion's turns.
Right, Bitey McBitey.
Bitey bite. You only got one bite though. A 9? Yeah, that hits.
It does?
Yeah.
A
They're
9
slow.
hits?
Yeah. They have an AC of 8.
Damn.
These things are very squishy,
Munch.
apparently.
Oh.
6 points. Not dead. Looking real beat up though, and it's starting to taste kind of like it tastes.
Gamey.
What's that taste? You're not really sure. You're trying to put your. It's like it tastes like the last time that lion ate vulture. It tastes like that. It's like kind of this like weird dead animal, like scavenger animal flavor.
Gross.
Yeah. Well, to lions maybe it's not.
Oh.
Sophia.
Awesome. Alright, first one. Eldritch Blast. On the Hexed one. Is the Hexed one dead?
It's the lion's one. No, it's not dead.
Okay.
Does taste like vultures though.
Does a 10 hit? Yes, I believe it does.
Yes.
That's a 9 hit prior.
Yeah.
I'm considering Genie's wrathing it, but I feel like it's very low on health.
It's hurt.
You know what? I won't for this one.
Okay.
That's fine. That's
11.
not Genie's Wrath. It's 11 points, yeah.
Plus the hex, but 11 is enough.
Plus
As
the hex, but yeah.
as that ooze gets
Okay.
hit with the blast,
Can
it
I-
kind of like blows
can I
a hole
move
right
my-
through it, and then it just doesn't bother reforming.
Could I move my hex during my second shot of Eldritch Blast or no?
This is always a weird one. Technically, like you can break up your movement in between.
I don't think I can.
I want to say no, but I usually allow it anyways because, like, why not? It's kind of cool. I think the reason you don't allow it is you don't want like actions inside of actions.
It's a
Can get
bonus
kinda
action to move
confusing.
it though, but whatever. Yeah. So either way, yeah, cool. I'll hit the other guy then.
Okay, there's 2 small ones, a medium one, and the large one on Redwood. Which one are you hitting?
Large one on Redwood.
All
That's a
right,
10 to
sounds
hit.
good. 10, yeah, you're good.
Cool.
Good
This is
luck
my Will
missing.
Genie's Wrath.
All right. 11
Take
points.
11 points of damage. Do they have any resistance or immunity to cold?
It wiggles a bunch, and it's still maintaining its form. It is not in the bloodied state yet.
Still
Cool.
not
As my
easy.
bonus action, I will move my hex over to the large one by Redwood.
Okay. It is
And-
now the jelly's turns. It's peanut butter jelly time. We're
Peanut
gonna
butter
have
jelly. Peanut butter jelly.
one of
butter
them's
jelly
gonna
with a baseball
attack
bat.
Redwood. One of them's gonna attack you. It rolls a 25 to hit.
That's so mean.
You're gonna take I think 11 points of bludgeoning with another 6 points of acid for a total of 17 points on Redwood as the one jelly hits you, and then 3 jellies are going to take their attacks on Zarek. None of them with advantage, though, because you didn't reckless. But the attacks don't get weaker, they just get more numerous, so... Here they come! What?
Did you roll?
Well, I rolled a couple of ones. But I did roll,
What did you roll?
No, that's all gonna miss. A 15 and 2 ones. It's just a big
Mm.
pile of nothing. I was really hoping to actually impact you guys, but now you guys
So
are just
look
gonna blow them
down
up, and that'll be the end of the fight.
Yeah.
Okay. Back at the top of the order, Zarek, you have 2 small jellies, 1 medium jelly,
And one large.
and 1 large jelly. I'm gonna
Just
say...
remember, slashing damage cuts them in half. That's all we know right now.
Yeah. Well,
He-
time to
he-
try a breath attack.
So the where you are sitting right now, you can hit 2 of them. If you're
What?
willing to take an attack of opportunity, I will let you hit all 3.
What element is your breath attack?
Lightning.
Oh. Okay, do whatever.
So you can either hit 2 of them, or you can take 1 opportunity attack to hit 3 of them.
Sure, an attack of opportunity can't hurt.
Okay, one of them's gonna swing at you for 21 to hit.
Okay, apparently it does hurt, but not that bad.
10 bludgeoning, which is half to 5, and then 3 acid, which is only 1, so you take 6.
Cool.
As I
And
take
then-
a step back, I'm gonna blast them with a lightning breath. They have to make dex.
Awesome. They all fail.
Excellent. So they'll take the full brunt of the damage.
Wouldn't they all do the little thing?
Well,
As well?
roll damage.
Yep. 8 lightning damage.
Yeah, so when you hit them, and they are immune to the damage, you split them all.
Like, yeah.
So now there are 4 tiny ochre jellies,
Jesus Christ.
2 small ochre
So
jellies,
cute, I hate it.
and 1 large ochre
Oh
jelly.
my god. This is why I need area of effect spells.
This is why you don't let the dumb barbarian who has no idea what's happening fight.
He doesn't really have any, like, what are you going to
Did-
throw javelins in melee? That's kind of silly, but I mean... The important part, though, is that they will not, the tiniest ones cannot split again. But they still
Yeah.
don't take damage from either of those damage types, so you still
Oh
have to...
my god. Luckily, I don't do
Which
lightning
means
that
I
often.
can't even get my money out of them.
That's actually true. Now that I think about it, I ruled it, and I'm like, wait a sec. they're immune to slashing damage, so you can't ever kill them with your...
Axe.
Wait, are they immune to the rage damage I deal?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It would be more yeah, you need to be like a zealot barbarian so that you can do like necrotic damage to them to finish them off.
Necrotic or radiant, your pick. Yeah.
Fine, I'll just have to smash them with a club.
You could just punch them. You could
Yeah.
just go punching.
Just stomp on them. They're tiny creatures.
They're pretty small now,
the
yeah.
thing.
You could just like put
Here's
your
the
axe
thing,
away.
My melee, my unarmed attacks deal slashing damage.
Oh,
What?
damn.
Oh,
I
because you're...
took that feat.
Do they have to, though?
Yes.
Do they have to be? Oh, God. Well, you're pretty much useless in this
Yeah.
fight right now.
You're just really good at splitting them up. Hope the rest of your team can do damage. To be
I
fair,
have a club.
okay, club's pretty good. I
Nice.
mean, and you have a
Monk.
javelin, which you can use as a
Monk,
melee weapon. Redwood. Oh, Zarek, you can heal as well.
Yeah, you heal a d6.
Is that
I
the
think
last
that's
time?
the last
Oh, wait,
one.
did,
Yeah, okay.
did
If I'm
Zarek already roll his con save?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought he didn't.
We didn't want him to take a turn. We were like, don't do it. Fail your save.
Yeah, we really want him to not fail. We really want him to fail.
Yeah.
Let us know that your roofs are broken.
Okay,
I
so
have to tell him not to do stuff.
yeah, Zarek, if you want to roll a d6 to heal, and then the spirit will
3.
disappear into the aether. Redwood, what would you like to do for your turn? There's still a jelly in front of you, jellying around.
Jelly around, jelly around.
Jelly, Cocoa Puff.
I mean, I do have a line attack, but I would have to get.
It's gonna be tough lining them up. You're gonna
Yeah,
bowl.
it would.
You have to
But
bowl
I probably
them.
could get all of them, all of the small ones together, couldn't I?
They're tiny now.
Anyway,
Maybe.
Redwood's turn.
They might
Sorry.
be sharing a space.
Yeah, I'm gonna back away a little bit.
Okay, opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Okay. Rolls an 18. That hit you?
That's my AC. I think that.
6 bludgeoning, so 9 total damage. Are you bloodied?
Ouch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you
That's
are the
not a
healer.
problem.
You can become a bear
He's getting
still.
ice knife.
All right. Well, do you want to ice knife the little ones?
No, the big one, because it's big and
Yeah,
it's
but
scary.
You're gonna. The area effect will hit all of them.
It's only
Yeah.
a 5-foot area, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like if
But
you
they're
hit
pretty tiny.
You want if
The thing
you
is
like
that-
they're going to be sharing a space, right? Tiny creatures can have more than one in the same space.
I mean, yes. I mean, small creatures like goblins and halflings can share the same space as regular creatures as well. So,
Well, they can move through the same space. I don't think they can share one.
oh, I thought the Lightfoot halflings could do that. But
They can move through. I don't think they can stop on a space.
oh, okay.
But yeah, a tiny creature's like if you want, it's your choice. You can go for the big one, or you can go for all 4 of the tiny ones.
Sure, I'll go for the itty bitty one.
Okay,
Yeah, but-
so it doesn't matter because well, it does matter because you missed with the actual knife.
Nice,
But
right?
The cold damage, you rolled 13, and even if they make the save, they're still all going to get obliterated. So I'm not going to bother rolling it. You'll just kill all 4 of the tiny jellies as they all get frozen and they stay still for a second, and then like the tiniest bit of movement, they just all of them just shatter like liquid nitrogen style. And now there is only 2 small and 1 large jelly. You have greatly decreased their action economy.
Wait until I pump it back up, because Zarek has no idea what he's doing.
Do you want to... Are you done? Time for the lion?
Oh, yeah, lion.
Alright.
He's gonna try eating up a small one.
Alright. Yeah, one of the small ones. Okay, sounds good. 24 hits.
Let's see.
11
that's a
points
big
is
one.
exactly enough to completely gobble that
Just
thing
gulps
up.
it down.
Well, it's like a jelly slurp or something. I don't know. Is that a thing? That sounds like
Jelly
words.
slurp?
A jelly slurp? Yeah, we
I don't
have
think
these
that's a
things called
thing.
jelly slurps. It's when you slurp up an ochre jelly.
When I hear jelly slurps, I think of Jello shots.
That's, I think, what I was trying to say, and the words did not come out properly. I did mean to say jello, not jelly. I don't know what a jello slurp is, so jello shot makes more sense. I will go with what you said.
Jello slurp.
So you guys were like seriously in danger until the AoE came in. Are you done, Coffee, saving the day and being a hero?
Yeah.
All right, Sophia, you have 1 small ochre jelly and 1 large ochre jelly.
I got this. Cracks the
Question,
knuckles.
how tiny can you make a creature?
Tiny.
Tiny is
That's
the
it.
minimum, but it's not.
Tiny is the minimum.
I believe it's not limited by what size it can go down to. It's limited by how many hit points it has.
Yep. So, okay.
This entire time I've been reducing their HP.
Yeah, if you've been splitting it, yeah. If you did any damage before you start splitting it, they wouldn't have even made it to the tiniest size.
10 to hit.
10 hits. What are you hitting?
The large one.
The big one. Go for it.
The big one, yeah. I want to kill that one first. I'm going to add Genie's Wrath to the damage.
All right.
Oh, max damage.
Woo!
16. Does it kill it?
No, it's not dead. It wasn't even
damn.
bloodied, so now it is bloodied. It's quite bloodied.
Awesome. All right, I'm going to hit it again.
Go for
yeah,
it.
that's going to hit for a 14.
Yep.
Okay.
You guys are going to have trouble missing.
Oh, man. Trouble with damage, on the other hand. 5 points of force.
Well, only 5 points. I was like, 8 is exactly enough. 5 is not.
No. Genie's Wrath is not added. I don't know why it does this. I don't have it set like anything on D&D Beyond in Beyond 20 thing. There's no like
Turning it off.
Because sorcerers don't normally get multiple attacks around.
No, I don't know. Maybe.
Eldritch
I mean,
Blast
sorcerers
is from
can get
Warlocks.
multiple attacks per round by using sorcery points, but
Yeah, but those tend to be held onto because they're a limited resource.
fair enough. That was my action, and my bonus action. Oh, I should have used my bonus action to move the hex.
It probably would have killed it.
Should've,
Yeah.
would've, could've.
Could I retcon or no?
It doesn't matter. They're going to be dead next turn anyways. So
Fair
I'm going
enough.
to say no.
Fair enough. Cool.
And-
I don't do that. Well, I mean, I don't. Yeah. Anyway, I'll bonus action move my hex to the large one anyway.
Okay, sounds good. I have a
Yeah.
feeling they're going to be toast in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But one of them gets to attack Zarek, and one's going to hit the Redwood. Redwood first. No, that is a 12. Zarek, 23.
Damn.
But I mean, you're a totem barbarian, so not a big deal. 11 total, so 5 points of bludgeoning / acid damage. And I believe that is the last time these ochre jellies are going to get a turn. Go ahead, Zarek.
Seeing that they're both apparently immune to his axe
And his breath.
Yes. So he's
Make
gonna
a-
grab his great club and
Make a
smash him
con
after he
save.
does the con save.
Please fail.
Check your
Let me
ribs.
finish talking.
Continue.
Well, I pass for one. Second of all, side question: would the fact my axe deals magical damage be at all relevant, or no?
You're asking if it was relevant?
Yeah, if it was relevant.
Um,
It is a magic weapon.
all you know is that every time you attacked that it split.
Yeah. So just time.
You're not sure if it was sort of doing some damage, and maybe you're not quite certain about.
Well, how many jellies are by me? 2?
There's a large one that's almost dead, and a small one.
Well, I'm gonna recklessly attack the small one.
All right. Reckless
You good?
attack.
Hello?
You're good.
Oh god, I
Hit.
can't.
I should have been really mean and been like, technically, you have to drop the weapon and then draw the other
7
one.
bludgeoning damage on the first hit.
Okay, not dead.
Well,
Not
Oh,
dead.
one.
Very hurt, though. You should have rolled better than minimum. 17 hits.
Oh, how am I doing?
Oh, there you go. With a critical, so you get the money. Oh, wait. No, you don't. That's too bad. But it is dead.
I'm sorry, I missed something. What happened?
I murdered the tiny jelly.
Oh, you mean the small one?
No, it's tiny.
Big difference.
I thought we killed all the tiny ones.
You might have Zurich wasn't paying attention. It's all smaller than him anyway.
That's
Yeah.
true. They're all smaller than you. Redwood, you want to finish this off?
Yeah. Gotta whip
Yeah.
this cheese to death, hopefully.
It has like 3 HP, the large one, I
Yeah, that hits. Yeah, it has exactly 3 because you couldn't kill it with the.
think. I couldn't kill it. Genie's Wrath would have killed it, but I didn't have that.
Awesome. So you
It's all right.
guys
You know you're upset not being
successfully.
able to be a kill thief.
beat these things into the ground. I'm going to do a little hand waving to finish her up, tie a little bow on this thing. I'm going to say that the rest, that, you know, you went to, like, go to clear out the orcs, and that you find out it was an exaggerated, you know, oh, it's a war camp, and then it was just like a tiny little campfire with those 4 that you killed, and they were just like, they were using some kind of like tactics to make it appear like there were more of them than there really were. You guys successfully defeat them. You may all have, we'll say 150 gold apiece, and you're rewarded with these magical dice that you are not entirely sure what they do. The one thing you can discern from them is that whatever effects they have, if you roll a single die, it'll have a lesser effect, and you can roll them paired together to have a greater effect. On the dice, there are 2 sides with a skull and crossbones. There is
it
one.
Hecarim dodgy dice?
Don't spoil it.
Oh, sorry. I'm so
Don't
sorry.
look at what it does yet.
I didn't know what. I'm sorry.
It is called Hecarim's dodgy dice. And if you guys want to look it up, I guess I can't stop you.
I'm sorry. I was.
But I wouldn't, because it's not as much fun if you know what the rolls do. So.
I just looked up the name. I didn't know what it.
That's okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's called Hecarim's dodgy
You're
dice.
Gonna be the one to roll.
It's more fun if you. I will eventually just say look at it. You get it at like, we'll say like 2 rolls of let's find out, and then you can know the inner workings of the dice.
All right, I'm gonna hand them off to
Me?
the sorcerer and have you roll them.
All of them?
Yes.
It's a pair of dice.
Are there 3?
It's a pair of dice.
Okay.
So let me just finish describing it. You have 2 sides that are skull and crossbones, or I think it's just skull, actually. 2 sides are skull. One side is a lion, one side is a dragon, one side is a crown, and one side is a snake. So that's 6 sides total.
So don't roll snake eyes, I guess. That seems like a bad idea.
You can either roll, you can roll 1 and then 1 again. You can have 2 people each roll 1, or you can just roll them both together and see what happens.
I'll roll them both together.
All right. Falstar really wants you to roll these things because they have
2.
a 6 and a 2. Let me just
6 and a 2.
I don't know why I'm trying to type it in. It's in my homebrew. Give me 1 second. This would be easier if you guys had it, but you know, I'm gonna just look at it myself. Sorry, I clicked the wrong item. A 6 and a 2. So you roll a skull and a lion. A skull and a non-skull is rolled, so you will actually, the dice will take power from you, and you have received a single level of exhaustion.
What? Oh!
But you can only roll them once per day, and a long rest will heal the exhaustion, so it's not as bad as it could be. Also, I'm pretty sure Falstar is really disappointed it wasn't one of the very terrible things that can happen with 2 dice. Exhaustion is, like, not that bad. The good stuff is fun, though.
But I mean, do we add it to our inventory? Is what we're trying.
Sure.
To see if we
Go
add
ahead.
It to our inventory. That's
you know what it's called, so you can add add it to your inventory.
Yeah, I only looked it up to add it to the inventory.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I mean, honestly, I can't stop you guys from spoiling it. It's on you guys if you want to enjoy the surprise of rolling it yourself.
Yeah, I just added it to the inventory. Ow!
By the way, the lions probably like poofed or something.
The lions, yeah,
Your
they
main
last
one?
for the day, I think. So that the one will follow you around.
I guess I'm just chilling with the lion, just normal stuff.
Yeah. Unless you go back to town, then maybe you want to let it dissipate. I don't know. It's up to you. But yeah, that's going to be today's episode. We may do with 1 fewer people, and honestly, I think we had a good time, even though it was mostly just combat. We'll get to some.
Why does it have 2 charges?
Because there are 2 dice per.
Oh, I used both of them. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
It's a pair of dice, but
okay.
it does some cool stuff that potentially is awesome, potentially is not so awesome, but
I took no damage throughout this whole combat. I was perfectly fine. I roll dice and I get exhaustion.
you get that first
By
level
the way,
exhaustion.
do we take a long rest?
In the hole.
No, I figured you guys could go back to
I think
town
you
and
meant
take a
when we
long
get
rest
back.
to end the adventure if you want. Like I'm okay with that.
Because if so, that means I can finally take another tick off my counter.
Your take off your what?
A tick off the counter for how long I have this.
Yeah, you have.
Oh, that's
10 days.
true. That's true.
So now you have 9 days.
Of
So-
broken bones. Although it's not actually doing anything. So
No, we wanted you to fail because it's so hard for you to fail.
I'm aware that you want Xeric to fail.
I wanted you to fail. You know, I just realized Sophia has been like the steal kills of the entire game so far as she's been in it.
It's true.
Like,
And Xeric is slightly annoyed with the fact you keep interfering with his murder.
hey, I'm just trying to protect the people.
All right, so we're gonna say our goodbyes. I'm just gonna do my quick wrap up. For anyone watching, we stream Wednesdays and Sundays. The Meridian Fall campaign is 2 different parties of 4 people, but they're in the same world, and some of the stuff they do interacts with each other, but they don't, they haven't like personally met up at any point, but it's still fun that they're in the same world, and it's like playing an 8-person campaign without the complexity of needing 8 people showing up at the same time. But yeah, if you're interested in potentially playing some games that aren't streamed, I DM them as well. We can get some modules going. We just recently started Icewind Dale, which is pretty fun. Yeah, join the Discord link at the bottom if you want to join up. It's nice. Instead of just dropping a follow, you can get to know the community, play a little D&D, talk shop, that kind of thing. Otherwise, I just glad to have you guys watching. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I'm going to let everybody say their goodbyes. 3, 2, 1.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. I hope everybody has a good rest of their